morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever, whenever, however you all are. Welcome to Clobby's Comic Shop issue number 40. How are you guys doing tonight? It is a divine pleasure to see a few of the greats already in the chat coming in early, ready and right away, ready to chat the good stuff, man. Ready to chat the comics and a lot of news this week. A lot. Oh, like a lot. It's crazy. I even had a little bit of a little life experience outside of the world today, outside of YouTube, outside of traditional dad world, outside of the home. It's been busy, and it's like I come back and just like, oh hey, look, there's this diamond stuff. Oh hey, there's this stuff with the horsemen. Oh hey, here's this Vatican City stuff. Oh, here's the stuff with the FF. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna talk about these things. So for now, you guys are stuck with me until the other dudes choose to be here. So that's fine. I can carry this show. So let's acknowledge our faces in the chat. What's up, Vince Womack? Jonathan Conroy, Stephen M. Kel L. How's it going? D Bud Martin, 5 picoseconds. What's going on? I say, hey, I finally got my power back after. Holy shit, dude. I'm glad you have your power, man. That's wild. And of course, guys, we're on Rumble as well. I'll put the Rumble link in the chat. So if you want to be a dual streamer, you can dual stream. Otherwise, if you want to have it one way, you're welcome to have it your way here on YouTube and or Rumble. So, like BK, have it your way. Except we're going to try to still be relevant, unlike Burger King. So, I don't know what went wrong there. But story for another day. So, all right, dudes. Let's just get into the thick of it. Okay, we could cut through all the BS and say, you know what, let's talk about C2E2. So, it's very well documented. I am outside of Chirac, right outside of Chirac, aka Chicago. And I haven't been to C2E2 since 2020. This is about 2 weeks before the government response to the Kung Flu happened. 2 weeks before that all went down, and let's just say really fucked our lives. So I went to C2E2 in 2020. I had a good time. I really had a great time. It was a lot of fun. And fast forward 2025, and I was wondering how much was going to be the same and how much was going to be different. And luckily, not much was different. And there's some things I wish was different. What's up, Deepo? Yeah, go hang out on Rumble. I know Deepo and Vince are consistent about being on Rumble, but yeah, guys, give the Rumble some love. All right, I see there's 4 of you on Rumble. Give that Rumble some love. Come on. But C2E2, similar setup, cool. A lot of bad writers and artists, not so cool. A few good writers and a few good artists, very cool. Definitely a much heavier emphasis on manga. If you're someone who's really knowledgeable on manga, what's up, Steve Mitchum? That's cool for you. Um, Obviously, cosplay is always going to be whatever's the thing out there, along with the timeless usual suspects, Deadpool, Harley Quinn, Black Widow, along with the current shows of the current times. What was that show called from the League of Legends video game, whatever it was called. I can't remember. There was a bit of that. There's all sorts of that stuff. So it's like, okay, that's standard. It comes with the territory. I got some cool stuff, but I hung out with some of my buddies from my local comic shop that I go to. I brought my youngest daughter with, and she had a blast, which is great to say. She had a blast. She found a bunch of stuff for her that she likes. She's into Hello Kitty and a bunch of other pop culture things. She really excited a lot about Japanese stuff that involves squishies and marshmallow based like plushies. And she had a field day. She got a blind box. And by the way, blind boxes are freaking expensive. I bought her a blind box for $40. I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, whatever's in this box better be some next level shit. So, and I didn't say it to her, but I definitely thought in my head, like, okay, let's see how this goes. Uh, is your woman control? How linked the length of your beard because you shaved it? Hello, Jeremiah Hembry. What do you mean? Is your woman control? How linked? Ref- reiterate your statement for me, bud. Ready for Nick next week? Oh, dude, yeah, I actually just texted Steve earlier today. I still gotta get back to him. I think he responded back. I gotta get back to him, but I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Um, she had a. Does your woman control the length of beard because you shaved it? No. Huh. All right. Hey, I guess I'm gonna be upfront and transparent about it. So, guys, I'm gonna tell you some shit. I don't want to derail from C2E2. Just because I feel like, since a comment was said, I don't like making public stuff on this. I absolutely hate it. To me, that's something I don't do, but because I'm on the spot, I'm not going to lie and dodge it. I don't have a lady. And you're probably like, whoa, what? It happened a few months ago. I kept it very, very, very low key, but you know what? I think it's safe to say within 4 months, it's safe to say I can come clean to people now. So I had to really keep hush hush about it because I don't like the drama. I don't like all the 800 questions that come with it. And you get bombarded with stuff right away. So I told some of my closest peers here in the YouTube sphere about it, and they've a lot of them have known. A lot of them have known, and I just say, hey, just don't say anything. I'm not someone who likes making a fuss about it, but I only said something because someone actually mentioned it on screen, and because someone mentioned it, that's where I had to bite my tongue. Would I have said something sooner as someone mentioned? Maybe, because I don't like lying to my chat. My chat is my market. My chat is my bread and butter. You guys vote for Toxic Tuesday. You guys hang out on member streams. I refuse to. Whoa, what's up, student of God? I'm just saying because it looks really good groomed. You should keep like, oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that comment. No, I have a professional named Caesar who does it. He's my man. Caesar's a hell of a dude. He's at this shop that I go to. Caesar really knows what's up. He's a youngin too. Guy is a really solid worker. He's a go getter, man. I hope that guy gets rich one day. I hope he's filthy rich. I see some of my buds in the backstage. I'll get to you guys. I see you in the backstage. But anyways, we bring it back to C2E2. She had a blast. So a blind box. We were at the blind box. With the blind box, it was funny because I'm like thinking, man, $40 for this blind box. I hope there's something in there that she likes because that's gonna be like, holy shit! I just dropped $40 on that for her. And no, it was fine. We would look at some plushies, and she's like, okay, get that. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll get it for another time. And I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but when we were getting ready to leave and we finally made it to my car, I'm like, hey, if you want, I'll open up your box. I open my box like a pro, dude. I open like I'm one of those guys who I got the professional box cutter. That way it makes as little of a mess as possible and everything looks all clean and efficient. And I'm like, hey, I gave it to her, opened it up, and she's like, oh, it's a plushie that was at the con. I was like, what? The plushie at the con that I said we get another day? Lo and behold, it was. Are you freaking kidding me? The one I said we'll get for another time is the one. Sorry, bear with me here. Allergies kicking in. The one that I say, oh, another day. I promise, okay? Because when she's good like that, I'll live up to my promise. Lo and but freaking hold, the plushie is in the box. Talk about what an incredible gamble. How you guys feel onto her, let's just say, taste of pop culture is irrelevant. But the fact that she was able to still get the thing that she was hoping for, and it happened to be in the blind box, and she was cool about it when I said another time, because we had already gotten the blind box. I got her a few stickers, a few other little odds and ends, things that she likes. She likes mini things. She likes Pokemon stuff as well. I let loose for her. I got her more stuff than I actually got myself. I really wanted to see if she could really get invested in conventions. And she says she wants to go next year. She got to hang out with me and the guys from my comic shop. She loved it. All the guys liked hanging out with her, talking to her, getting to know her, seeing what she's into, asking her questions about stuff that the youngins are into, which is cool. It was great. Guys treated her like a queen. And good. Fucking good. I got myself a few things. I see you guys backstage. For me, I gotta have this moment. So she got somebody. Oh, dude, you straight up carry that over, man. It was like Yeah, we let that con, it transferred to me, and then I brought her with, and then it spilled onto her, and then boom, the rest was history, man. Oh, that's one of the things I got. I didn't get many things. I really did not, but I got a few things, and that's one of them. You see, so am I insensitive for trying to fake? No, you're not insensitive whatsoever. She must. Hey, I hope, man. I hope. I just know I wanted her to get that full con experience, and she went through a lot too. Here's the thing, like a lot of walking. We drove 45 minutes in the car, and then we got off at this thing called right outside of O'Hare Airport. It's called the Blue Line, and it's time consuming, but the price was beyond worth it because we went from the Blue Line all the way downtown Chicago round trip for $6. So it's about an hour on the train, stopping every few minutes. We had like 14 stops. We had to do a transfer to the Green Line. Green Line led us to McCormick. $6 there and back for both me and her. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is probably the one thing Chirac got right of all the fucking things. And you know what? Good. I'll happily give credit where it's due. Chirac got that one thing left. And I hadn't used these boots in like 5 years. So there's some things that were similar, some things that were changed. I know shit about the changes, but the lady had super sweetest lady. I was like, hell yeah, I'm not an outdated boomer. Fuck yeah, bro. Couldn't believe it. But yeah, we had a great time. I got some things. I got my older one. She didn't go. She had stuff that she had to do, but I got her a Pokemon plushie. I saw a few guys I want to do some stuff. One of my buddies, he got some stuff from Jorge Corona from Transformers signed. And I know some of my buddies got stuff from Pat Gleason, who did Superman during the Rebirth age. Um, Klaus Janson was there. I wanted to do Klaus Janson, but the line was way too long, and I was not gonna have my youngest wait with me for that. As much as I want to do it, I hated not doing it. Trust me. He was there, and Art Adams was there. I would have loved it. What was cool, some of my buddies did meet Matt Hardy and Rikishi and Jerry Lawler, all from pro wrestling. They were all there, and they were all very easy to approach. They're blending in this really random area by a bunch of areas that had toys. I was like, I don't know where these three just came from, but they just like, oh, we'll have Matt Hardy, Rikishi, and Jerry Lawler over. And yes, Jerry Lawler did have his crown hat, so it was cool. It was absolutely cool. Anyways, we'll show off my haul a little bit later, but we got two dudes who've been waiting in the backstage very patiently, and I appreciate them for their patience. It's just to me, this was something I needed to really have the floor with talk about. Oh, what's up, Just Joe 96 from Chicago? The Broads, the Slow Swallows trying to get. I'm sure it is, man. Yeah, luckily the red green line was good, and the lady who ran the blue line at Cumberland, very awesomely. I was like, wow. There's actually a CTA lady who's super awesome and nice. It was almost weird. It's like going to the DMV and getting exceptional service. You're almost kind of mortified that you got good service because the expectation is people who look like they want to kill you all damn day long. But anyways, let's bring on Fenrir. What's up, dude?
Hey there, buddy. How's it going?
It's going good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Fun hearing your story about passing daddy-daughter time with your kid. It's always good to share love what you like with the family.
Oh, absolutely. She's in on the con experience. I mean, here like maybe next year we'll do 2 days and we'll stay at the hotel next to the convention, and that way we can just wake up and then go right downstairs, and then if we get a bunch of things, we can just bring it right back up to the room. And she's like, yeah, 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 yeah. She was being like a crazy hyper child about it. I was like, okay, I think the message is absolutely taken.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it was fun.
Oh, dude, it was so good. And I don't know why I got this background. I apologize, guys. I juiced up. But there you go. There's the proper background.
Although
But
I bet it probably left a big hole in your wallet or something.
because I didn't get much for myself, it really was. I mean, unless you count the badges and like the transportation, but as far as the actual spending at the con involving con stuff, I only spent around $100, believe it or not. So if that's considered a lot for Sora, that's considered nothing. That's up to you. Now, obviously, if you weigh in the badges and lanyards, the travel, the caffeine drinks on the way to the convention, the transportation there, you're probably talking around, God, $400 overall for her and I both. But as far as the actual con buying stuff, only around 100. And we didn't need to get food because we had a really good breakfast in the morning. And then as we were on our way to the train station, I'm like, hey, I know you had that banana and that toaster strudel, but would you like a sandwich from McDonald's breakfast? And she's like, I'll have half of one. I'm like, okay, I'll buy two. I'll have one and a half, and you have the other half. So she had the last fourth of my one and a half. Sorry, of the sandwiches. You get the point. So yeah, she was really well stuffed, and she had brought a little container with had a bunch of snacks, and she was good, man. She was all good to go, and she she mentioned, oh wow, I didn't realize it's gonna be so much walking, but she just asked for a few requests to sit down for a few minutes. I said it's fine, we can sit down. You're doing the con thing, and you're making it work, and shit, man. She's a pro. If the worst of her comments is, "Can we sit down for a few minutes?" She's built for it. Straight up, she's built for it. It's not even close.
Yeah,
And
yeah, you passed the curse down to her.
Student of God says just picked up Transformers 19, Gregor 13 in my shop. Dude, they were both great. I'm gonna tell you that right now, straight up, homie. They were both good. Actually, this week in general was good. Transformers, Geiger, Phantom Road, Vatican City. We actually had quite a bit of good books. Like, fuck Marvel. Like, dude, we actually had some great books. Like, outside of the market, like, there was some good shit that came out this week. And I'm like, hell yeah, bitch. We don't need that. If we can just go elsewhere for shit that is actually readable and fun and entertaining. But we got a Pablo here, and I know he's been even more patient. So, how are you, sir?
Howdy how! Oh, my throat.
Yeah, you really don't sound good, man.
Yeah, that didn't work. I should have had some water before doing that. What's up, everyone? I'm alive. Don't worry. Um,
I'm
Man,
glad you're alive.
uh, it makes me really happy here. You talk about your experience and your daughters having fun. It's absolutely wonderful. It's exactly what life is about. And I remember all those moments going with my grandfather to the toy store, for example, and it was awesome. That's the kind of thing that you will remember all your life. So goddamn, I'm so glad that you had that time.
We're already talking about next year.
I never had one of those moments with
I
my
And
old
that and
man, but I remember
the best
going to the
part
movie
about it is
store
we're
a
following that
lot.
up. In case you guys forgot, last week, me and her older sister, we all went to SmackDown
Oh yeah.
last Friday as well. So this is a 1-2 punch for her. And yeah, because we had SmackDown, we had a great time at that. Like SmackDown was wild. I'll tell you, Chicago is a wild crowd. Chicago is a very intense, energetic crowd. And in my crowd too, where my seats were, I was in lower deck. I had a really good area, and I was surrounded by a bunch of other dads who had their kids with them. And a lot of them were in similar positions like me. They hadn't been to an event in anywhere between 10, 15, 20 years. For me, it's my first one in 24 years. So we had a blast. So yeah, she's had some good memories, and it makes me feel like I have like, okay, I got to have some serious fun with her and her sibling. And now that when I head out to Vegas next week, I feel a little bit more like, okay, I feel like I kind of like feel more right to do it because
Oh
like
yeah. It's more like it's daddy time.
now it's dad time, and that because
Yeah.
like even though I've been looking forward to the Vegas meetup, I'll say this, and this could be a personal thing, because I have friends who've been in bands, some who've been artists, and I've heard these stories as old as time that the longer your dad, the more you have to go away to, let's just say, go on tour, the harder it is to leave to go on tour. I've heard that story, And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not even going on tour. I'm just going away for a damn weekend. And I feel that shit. And I feel that way about a freaking 3 or 4 days. How do guys that I know feel when they have to go away for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and come back? I'm just like, holy crap! I'm thinking I feel bad. I can't even. These guys telling me, oh, dude, it's a very like dark feeling. And now I'm like, wow, I'm just a few days compared to these guys. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't imagine what it's like for those guys, what they go through. And I hear it's easier for them because them, they have the FaceTime and such, which makes it easier. But still, I see where they're coming from on that. And there was this weird like feeling I had of guilt going in before SmackDown last week about going to Vegas. There was, I'll admit it, it was there. But now that I've done these two really fun, significant events, and I let them go all the way with it and have a blast, no, it's like okay, leaving's gonna be a little bit easier, but I'm already gonna be looking forward to come back. But I'm gonna make the most of my time because I get to hang out with Steve Mitchum, I get to hang out with Eric K, I get to hang out with Justin the Red Shirt and Zax. Like I'm excited about hanging out with those guys, and then of course it's gonna be cool to hang out with some of the bigger names. I'll be staying with comics and culture. But so many of these smaller guys I fear, whether people who have channels or people who just listen to our channels, I can't wait to hang out with those guys.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be so exciting. I'm excited about Vegas, and we'll probably still do a show next week. It'll probably just be like an hour, hour and 15, kind of like when I did the Dallas episode.
Mhm.
We'll do a nice quickie of an episode. Oh my man, King Conan is here by Crom. How you doing,
Chrome.
sir? And yeah, the crowd was definitely wild about CM Punk at that show. They were very wild about him. Vince, good day. Oh yeah, it was great. And then, what are your guys' thoughts on the Horseman show? That Villain's Creepy. I haven't watched it. I did pre-order the book though, and because okay, good thing we can go off something up here. With the Horseman, I ordered my cover B this morning on the way while I was on the train on the way to C2E2. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna order it. I ordered cover B, the Horseman #1, and I'm like, okay, Mike S. Miller cover. Cool, I'll get that. It's also one of the retro covers. Cool. I didn't watch the video, but I'm like, and this was like the perfect time where I didn't understand the importance of the hero stash until it affected me. Because I was like, I just had SmackDown last week. I have C2E2 today. I got Vegas next week. It would be great to not have to spend money on shipping. Guess what? I didn't because of the hero stash. I was able to just buy the Horseman and I'll pay for the shipping later when I want to combine it with something else. Fuck yeah. I was like, okay, I'm officially a fan of Hero Stash. I didn't
Man,
know how
man,
good I
man.
had it until I applied it. It's
Dude,
$9, but that's $9 that I saved that can just go with something else rather than constantly ordering over and over and over again. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love Hero Stash. I didn't know I did. After I was just like, oh, that's cool. It exists, but that's about where I was at with it. But now that I've like actually applied, I'm like, bro, yeah. All right, I'll be right
Nick,
back.
I
Go
need
ahead and carry
I
it.
need to say this.
What? Before
Dude,
I go.
every time you say hero stash, I think about a thick stash, like a mustache, like Omniman's. So for me, was the funniest shit ever. Just saying that.
No, that's great. All right, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, dudes.
Okay, I have actually something really nice that happened this week. So, uh, I got a new Magic the Gathering deck. A stupid thing, I know, but I got it basically for free. I sold almost, well, I set a list of almost 1,000 cards. I sold like $70 on 30-cent cards. I don't know how. I have Fenrir, I have absolutely no idea how the hell I sold 30-cent cards up to $70. But it was
Either
For
like,
what?
you
About
had, either
$70?
God was happy for you one day, or you somehow unlocked the mutant power to control people's minds. Either way, you've pretty much done great.
Dude, I was frustrated about this because it's an expansion that I really like. I'm not able to participate because I didn't have the money. So I at least I wanted the pre-constructed deck. I go to the store, try to pre-order, and they are like, "No, we are sold out." Well, then can I get some when you get the regular orders? No, we are sold out of those two. Okay, fuck it.
What's sold out?
Magic the Gathering deck that I
Mm.
really wanted because it's really stupid. It does something really stupid, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like when everyone in the game feels like, why is this happening and why is nobody doing anything to stop it? Because you can't. Because I'm a jackass. Enjoy. That's life.
At least you admit it. Most folks would just keep swimming deeper into their assholes, but at least you admit it. You're a douche.
That's
Man,
You admit it.
I can set up the table in a way that you can never lose. I can never win. Nobody wins. Nobody plays anything. You just sit down. How does the game ends? Somebody leaves. I
all right.
fucking dare you.
I'm gonna
Well,
acknowledge a few great comments we got in our chat. All right, first one, Stephen M. Kellogg. I'm kind of over the con scene myself. I can't wait to go to Universal Studios. Epic Universe. It looks awesome. Not this year, unfortunately. Maybe next year though. It does look awesome, and I'm gonna wait a few more years for my kids to get a little older. That way they can truly, truly remember it. But I agree with you, man. It does look great. It really does. There's another comment. Steve Mitchum. I'm excited to hang out with you guys, bro. It's gonna be fucking good. Subhuman, that's easy. Fantastic 451. It's not the flashiest cover. He's definitely done more flashy ones, but there's something about that moment with Ben Grimm in the rain. It just hits
oh
differently.
yeah.
I know, once again, there's more detailed covers out there, and there's probably even some Eternals covers are probably even way
Silver
better.
Surfer, man.
Like, as far as, like, I guess you could say objectively better, but the one that I attach to the most is Fantastic 451. That's my one. But maybe who knows? Maybe in a few years I'll change my opinion on that. I'll change my opinion. So apparently I heard that I don't know if you guys got word about this. Seems like I was away from the desk all day today. I step away and like I'm fucking raining hellfire and brimstone about Diamond. Did you hear about all this stuff with Diamond that apparently they're getting sued by Image?
Wow.
I
Honestly,
know.
at
I'm
this point,
like, someone
I'm
in the
shocked that
chat needs to
Diamond's
fill
still
me in
alive.
on details on this because apparently they're getting sued by Diamond, and I'm just like, bro, what? Like, that's insane, man. They're getting sued, and apparently they're inheriting a new owner, and they don't get to carry all the debt that Diamond previously had. So it seems like someone's gonna go down, no, down the fire
They
before it's all said
survive
and done, before their
going
change.
they survived going full chapter 11 and basically obliterating all the business. Just the name remains. And the name is getting sued by a company that was not even the biggest one doing business with them. Uh, this is fun. I'm
Yeah, the
sorry.
last 3 to 5 years have been nothing but pure comedy.
I know this should be sad and everything. There's people that will be impacted, but
But you just don't care. You just
dude,
don't care anymore.
it's Diamond. They destroyed basically everything about just getting comics. They tried to push all the collection buy system that was absolute bullshit.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it because they've built their own demise with all their BS.
Yeah, it's like GameStop and Funko Pops.
Like watching a guy climbing a mountain that is extremely unstable. You try to warn him that it's stupid, but then he climbs it about 20 feet or so, then falls out of it, and he blames you.
Yeah, it's fun. Sorry,
Yeah.
I
No, you're right. You're absolutely freaking right, man. With
Being
Diamond,
angry to see the
it seems
fire
like
is
Titan.
fun.
Oh, by the way, guys, I know some were worried about how's Titan gonna do. Apparently, they've already got a new distributor lined up. They're gonna be okay. We're gonna get our Conan. We're still gonna get our Savage Sword. We're There's nothing to
Yeah.
worry about here. We're okay. So, and I found out Mad Cave is gonna be all right too. So they've already got a backup plan set. So still gonna get my Flash Gordon. Which new Flash Gordon #8 next week. I can't wait for Flash Gordon. I'm gonna still be singing those praises because next week's a good week. Flash Gordon, G.I. Joe, Red Coat, which I will not shut up about, and Conan the Barbarian #20. It's gonna be freaking wild next week. It's gonna be wow. But you know what? Since where is he? Student of God mentioned in the chat the Horseman chair. Why don't we just fucking watch it? Any objections?
I'm up.
Let's watch it. Screw it. I haven't seen it. This is gonna be this is gonna be an actual genuine live reaction. An act you know, I've
Sure,
heard
I
people
haven't seen
say
it either.
they think live reactions are a bit questionable. It's like, is it live or do they watch it and try to make this up? I don't know. I have nothing to prove, but I am swearing up, down, left, right, and center. Guys, I've not watched this because, well, I was at C2E2 today. So let me get it up. Get it up. And we're going to watch it. It's going to be
Well, rub it
huge.
then.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice to rub it in. So let me do that. We'll go full Top Gun with it. It's gonna be great.
Cigarettes.
I'm just putting the message in the link, and then I'm gonna put the button in the hole, and then we're gonna fire it up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be diabolically huge. Okay, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I think I found it. All right, I found it. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it up, guys. Are you ready? All right, we're getting it up
Somebody
now.
clip that. Please, somebody clip that.
You know, someone already did. Like I already aware anything I say can and will be used against me. I know. So unfortunately, here's the one downside with Streamlabs. We have to shut the fuck up while the video's playing because if we talk, it starts to echo. So hold
No
off
worries.
on all your thoughts until all 2 minutes of this shit is complete. And then we can go off about the Horseman #1. All right.
You
I'm
give
going
it
to turn off
one
my mic in case I end up saying some shit, some gay shit.
Yeah, same.
Where did you go? I know you didn't just up and leave. A man like you has too much work to do in Flores Park to just disappear on me now. You want to finish what you started. I don't know what stopped you, but I can help you get back on the proverbial horse. And to ride again. I can give you the means to take your operation to the next level and wipe the scum of this city off the face of the earth permanently. I love what you do. I never want you to stop. I am your biggest fan. Notice me. I'm going to make it impossible for you to ignore. Notice the billboard. Are you the horseman? Text yes to 88388. It's only a matter of time until curiosity gets the better of you, and we can meet. Imagine what we can accomplish together. Get back to me, horse. I know you need this as badly as I do.
Nick, you're muted.
I know.
There.
I didn't say
Oh,
anything.
okay.
Yeah, I'm totally sold.
The trailer is great. It's just I have this mental image because of the name of the character Horseman that is going to be BoJack Horseman.
Exactly. And you just feel that there's going to be some kind of weird, psycho, depressing story at the end after everything that was
Well,
fun.
the trailer
You just
kind
want
of
to
points
drop.
towards that, so
Oh, we got a common nerd. He just came in right on time for that Horseman trailer. Did you catch that?
Damn you!
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I
what's
did.
up,
I
dude?
watched that earlier on my stream earlier today. So yeah, what's going on, guys? What's up?
Oh, it's good to see you.
You
Yeah.
know, coursing
Okay.
around.
Deeple's not. I'm not the only one. Deeple thought the same thing. He said, I thought it was Mark Hamill too. I stripped.
Hey, it was a little inspired.
Dude, somebody,
clearly.
I had some people saying that shit in my chat too. They were like, "Did fucking Ripa hire Mark Hamill? What the fuck?"
no, it sounds like Mark Hamill. It will be kind of fun to know that Mark Hamill actually got paid by Ripa. It will be really fun.
Oh yeah, it will be hilarious, especially on the internet.
Yeah,
in
after
general.
after
DJ
saying
Play
that
Nice.
he was ready to burn his career because he wanted to go against exactly the side that Ripa is fighting for. Well, he taking money from him, it will be sweet, man. It will be glorious.
Yeah, the internet is gonna burn beautifully. Mark Hamill's a douche, and I really, really, really don't hope good stuff for
Isn't
him.
it crazy? He's in that King of Kings movie that came out this week. That's supposed to be
I-
doing well. I was like,
Oh.
how
Yeah.
did that happen?
I thought that was wild too. Well, he got paid apparently. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's like it is. It's really
A job's a
surprising. I was
job.
really surprising. I was really surprised to see him on the list, but like, I mean, he's a good voice actor. It's
Oh,
about the
yeah.
only thing he is good at. You know what I mean? So
I wouldn't say
so,
good. I mean, he pretty much does the same voice for years.
What you are
But it's
saying
great
is
with the
that
Joker.
he is
Yeah,
not
oh, yeah.
able to actually afford a belt for his pants.
oh god, yeah.
That's
dude,
why
that
he
would-
took that job.
Oh, hey, I
Dude,
get to
that-
hang out this guy in Vegas next week too. Abigail and I are going to the Metal Blade Records Museum. I can't wait, Abigail. It's gonna be
You know,
huge.
now that we're free at this moment, I kind of wanted to ask something to you, Nick and Paul.
Go on, because then
Pablo.
I want to talk about the Horseman trailer.
Yeah. Did you guys ever actually finish my demo? Look, I'm a black guy, and we black guys have a thing when we make a mixtape. We want to know if people finish looking at it. So, gotta know.
I
Dyson
haven't
ever
yet.
actually
I
finished-
plan on it though.
Yeah,
I do
Dyson
plan on
chapter
it, but
one,
haven't
I
yet.
finished.
You finished
It
chapter
was-
one?
Yeah, Dyson chapter 1, I finished. I have bookmarked chapter 2. I haven't got it to it yet, but chapter 1 was good.
Oh,
Sweet.
Yeah, you need to loosen up, but that's all.
Wait, listen up. What do you mean by that?
Just loosen up. You know
Oh.
you want to rage against the machine. Just go for it. Just enjoy. Just revel in it. Become the next Alan Moore. Who the fuck cares? Just enjoy yourself.
Enjoy
Yes.
the Defender of the Ice Wolf.
Thank
Don't
you,
worry about
brother,
being
I
the
will.
second Alan Moore.
Kibbity.
I can agree on that, even though I haven't read.
Although I won't go the path of Alan Moore completely. I will not become a crazy psycho wizard in the woods eating snakes for fun.
Yeah, that would be a little weird. That
So-
would definitely be a little weird.
Right off the
I will
bat,
try to follow more a path similar to Kirby.
right
A
off the
cigar
bat,
in one hand and scotch in the other.
with the Horseman trailer. Obviously, outside of the Mark Hamill sounding voice, the villain has a bit of a Zebediah Kilgrave feel to it, aka the Purple Man. That's what I got. And I'm like, is this?
Oh
guy
yeah,
one
the
of those
glasses.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
well,
you
not
feel
only
that.
that, but like the
Guys?
whole like everything he sounds like he's saying is like mind control. It's like telling the horseman, "You've got to do this. You've got to come to me."
Okay,
Like, I'm
I
gonna
just
give
bel-
you all. I'm gonna
Guys,
give you all the everything.
I'm about to
I'm
tell
gonna make it all
you
possible.
exactly who this character looks like and sounds like and acts like. You know The Simpsons, the TV show, right? That
Oh
Marge,
yeah.
used to have a boyfriend when she was on high school.
Artie.
I know he's a millionaire and wants to buy her.
Oh God, I had to re-listen. It's not
Yeah.
something that's coming to mind instantly.
Not coming to my mind either.
But right off the
Ah.
bat, that villain. I mean, I'm assuming that's the villain. I like what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting off of that. That is a really.
yeah.
Those are when you do that trope of characters, that trope of villains. That's always an effective thing to do because that villain can do so much shit to the hero, and the hero has so much shit he has to atone for after it, even if it is literally out of his control and not his fault. So I'm liking that idea a lot, and the fact that that's the first issue proper ongoing, because obviously the previous book was a one shot. And I noticed it's a 56 page account, which means that these are gonna come out more frequently with shorter page counts. So I'm good with that. I have no issue with that. We get a shorter page count, so we get stories sooner. I think that's great. That's closest thing you get to like a comic shop formula.
I mean, is it just me or is it just wild? It feels like literally we're practically getting a new Rippaverse comic dropped like every other week. I mean, or at least, I mean, does it really feels like that? Like there's almost like a new campaign starting like every couple of weeks at this point. It's just like they're at a breathtaking speed at now. Like it's
because a lot of people have more access to new resources that you couldn't in the past.
And
I'm just saying, you guys, keep some money safe because my campaign will be out someday.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Back it. I will back it.
Will,
I will. Straight
my
up.
country will go to hell, but I will still have enough money to.
Common, I will ask money from you double. You know why?
Just make it cheap. Sorry. By the way, this weekend we have elections, and my country is a bunch of retards. What can I say?
Let's be honest, isn't that just pretty much most of South America when it comes to politics?
That's just most of government in general. Let's be completely honest.
True.
Yeah. Oh, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Oh my goodness.
We were talking
but
about
sometimes it can be pretty funny too.
Comment. I think I want to say so. Go ahead, comment.
Oh, I was just gonna say we were talking about some of that stuff today, and people are like, "Oh, like, well, you know, this deep state organization did this, and this deep organization." I'm like, see, and that's the problem. It's just government's bad. It's not if this people. It's not this country or that country. It's bad.
And here's the thing: I don't even believe this deep state crap because all I think it's. All governments are just stupid. It's no some guy in the shadows manipulating it all while jacking it.
What I mean is like
it's a matter of things.
The ones that are going around and like toppling other people's governments and things like that, like those kind of organizations inside of governments. That's what I was talking about.
I think it's more like some kind of situation of a game of tag, you know.
Let's be honest.
A bunch of dumb kids in it.
People get mad to the rod, not to the guy that is beating them with the rod.
Right. So true. Which, speaking of beating with a rod, like that horseman thing was fucking wild. Like,
yeah, it was wild.
Hard with all of that. Because he's like offering him all of these pleasures, everything you could possibly want, everything you could need. You will actually be able to purge the entire city. And
I kind of actually see. I kind of think. Okay, just follow me here for a second. I kind of feel there's some kind of religious point to that, you know, like the temptation of man. He wants to do good, but he doesn't have the resources. And here comes someone who apparently seems to have the resources for him, but to accept it, he'll probably have to make a Faustian bargain deal with the devil.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Of the other superheroes, of the other companies, which one will be the one that will actually take a sugar daddy like this?
Oh, I don't think any of them really would.
Daredevil will take it.
No, I don't think Frank. I don't think Matt would do that.
It would not be willingly. Keywords, not willingly. But Purple Man has controlled a character like Daredevil before. He did to Jessica Jones.
Who would take a
obviously, that's the most obvious one. But yes, a character like that will definitely be effective at least the first time towards Matt Murdock. Definitely probably won't repeat after that. But yes, Daredevil will be one of them.
Honestly, I think seeing how Marvel's pretty much sodomized Peter Parker, he'd probably do it too.
Oh God, I'm so glad it.
No, they already did that in the MCU. It was Iron Man was his sugar daddy. So like that literally already happened in the MCU.
Yeah, for Spider-Man on Civil War.
I'm so glad I didn't read the ASM relaunch this week. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna read that shit. I don't want to read it for a video. Fuck that shit.
I heard
absolutely
the
not,
reviews.
dude.
I already
It
read
would
the
make
article
you.
It was all about. It's literally. I already read the article about it today. It's like literally this. Or it was either today or yesterday. It's literally practically the same damn bullshit as One More Day, all fucking over again. Peter's broke. He can't find a job. It's all Spider-Man's fault. He doesn't have a relationship. Yada yada. I mean, the only thing we missed was
I think this is a psyop, dude.
Like that's all we missed.
I think this is a psyop. Making Peter crappier than ever so that people will go to Miles.
But they have
Ultimately,
been
that's not
doing
gonna
Miles
work.
Morales crap
That don't work.
also. They make a lot of drama with Miles Morales. They fuck his life all the time. So Miles Morales is also a shitty character because
He's
they
just
have
another
fucked up.
punching bag.
Yeah, they have
Dude,
fucked up that character.
for him to get any attention, they need to give him new superpowers every week. Seriously, now he's gonna get the powers of the Spider God Anansi.
I don't give a shit.
That
Because he's
editor
black, so of course.
Fuck Miles
Well, that
Morales.
editor. Yeah, absolutely. But that editor flat out admitted like they're never going to make
he said
Peter
word for
Parker
word.
happy. He's never going to be happy ever again as long as that editor is fucking there. He
And
flat out
this
said
is
that.
why I'm gonna be at the point where I'm gonna start knocking on the completists, because the completists help enable it.
Yeah.
The completist, I
Sadly,
get it. I get why the completist is the completist. I am that way to a degree. Emphasis on the words to a degree. But I do have a limit. What's up, Keely Chow? And ASM, I have no desire to do that shit. I had enough. No. I have had enough. And I have no reason to want to review something that I'm going to hate. It's a great dopamine hit that would probably give me 1,000 or 2,000 views. Great. And then I forget about it the next day. I don't care. I really to me it's not even just about the money, it's about the time. Because to me when you people adjust the money, that's to me I'm just going to say you're guilty of giving out a convenient argument when you can address the actual hard argument. The hard argument is the time. And to me, the time is more valuable than the money in that regard. I'm not giving my time to that. I already know that they got Pepe Larraz on art. Waste of a good artist. He did, obviously, Mark Miller's Big Game. And his art in Big Game was fucking good. Fucking good. So that's a waste of a good artist. I think that's the bigger shame there. Is that they took an artist who's good, and this is the stuff that they give him. Bro. Come on, man. Give Pepe better than that. He's a good artist.
They don't have better than that to give him. That's the problem.
All of Marvel, every single comic that's coming out of Marvel is just straight ass.
Yeah,
Dude.
The only thing I ever hear anything good about is Amazing Spider-Man or Ultimate Spider-Man. That's the only thing I ever hear anything good about is Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that book's starting to get a bit predictable.
Testy.
Shit.
Well, yeah, I saw because I watched my buddy Wes's review
And a bit boring,
on
but predictable
Ultimate,
mostly.
and it sounds like Peter's barely been in the suit for 4 out of 5
Anything,
of
yeah.
the 12 issues.
He's barely done any superhero stuff. It's pretty much mostly been,
See, thank you.
family life. There should be a 50-50 balance, Family life here, superhero here, there. There should be a balance.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Why fuculd read that? And that's why I don't. I'm not. I won't even. I will not bootleg
Honestly,
it.
the whole
I've
Ultimate
always
Spider-Man
been
comic at this
bootlegging
point could be classified more as slice of life rather than superhero at this
See,
point.
be like Muhammad said here. Muhammad said's got it
There you
right.
go.
Be like me. Be behind in comics so I can survive
Yep.
AIDS. Yeah, dude. You're
yeah.
doing
Right.
it right, man. This guy's
Yeah,
leading
that's
by
the wise way to
example.
go, man.
He is the wise man. He's the wise man. This man is
I-
not only a true blazer of comics, but a blazer of good comics. And say, hey, what is out there that I missed? What did I not read? What's good? And he's always seeking out. And you know what? That's the real shit to do, man. That is the real shit. Go ahead.
It's funny
Go ahead,
that I was literally thinking the exact same thing because I used to say that in my videos about like all the movies and television shows none of us have ever watched that are probably really fucking good, especially compared to the trash.
Oh yeah, I
that we
just
got
started
out now.
watching the old Mission Impossible show and
Well,
TV show, and it's
yeah.
pretty good.
But it's like it's the exact same thing with comics. Like even
Plus
like people
Smallville.
like debug. even people like D-Bud and like some of the other guys out there, like I'm sure there's plenty of stuff they missed too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they either didn't have the money for as a kid, or they just never got around to reading.
Oh,
And it's
here's
like,
the thing. Here's the thing I'd like to
let him
suggest.
finish. Let him finish, Fenrir. Let him finish.
There's just a million
I
things
love
out there, and
Cutting
that's what I've got 2 open right now on my desktop that I've been reading, you know. So it's like, yeah, there's a million things out there to read that we all missed. That's really fucking great to completely and totally get us through this drought that we're going through until the Renaissance goes full blown with all the indie stuff. So
Yeah, I kind of want to do a recommendation for the chat. Go watch the CW's Smallville, dude. I've been rewatching that. The first 3 seasons. The first 5 seasons, man, it is freaking amazing writing and character development. After that, it pretty much goes to crap. But seriously, the first 5 seasons, pretty great. Absolutely recommend. Amazing characters, great stories. Everything makes sense, and you actually see good morality. It's not this depressing pastiche crap. There's actual. It's you actually believe this is going to be Superman, because it follows the morality of truth, justice, in the American way. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, they get Superman right. The only issue is, let's be honest, Lana Lang.
Yeah, she was.
She's a tease. She's a tease. She's just a fucking tease.
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not get what was the attraction to that version of Lana. I mean, it seems like every dude is willing to kill for her, but I really just don't get it. She just seems pretty mid.
Clark was Blue Bolt the fucking entire series, even when they were together. He
Yeah.
was Blue Bolt.
Yeah,
Well, that's 'cause he's
I
your
think he was.
favorite.
He had better chances with that shape-shifting wolf girl right there, but they just killed her off, man.
With the blonde lady that he had at his side from the very beginning, that ended up being a terrible
The teleportation girl. Oh man, it was hilarious when Anna saw that they were dating. Yeah. After she tried to kill her, I'm gonna be honest. I would have done the same thing. I really don't care that much for
I
Lana.
would not expect anything less.
Yep.
no shit.
What?
Hey,
what a
I'm not
shock.
ashamed to be who I am.
I know. It
Oh,
shows
wow.
hard. I'll give that to you, Fenrir. You are very consistent, and I cannot knock on consistency. I refuse to do it. I refuse.
Yeah.
People has a
But again,
great point
I also
here.
absolutely recommend other things like Angel, Forever Night. Look, I'm not going to recommend Buffy. Buffy was crap from start to finish.
What Jerry?
I'm an
A lot of
angel
people
man.
tend to love Buffy, but anyways,
And also to rewatch all the episodes of Venture Bros plus the final movie. The last movie was a bit rushed, but it's still absolutely great.
all right. Deep Bowl says, "Chat, dumb question. Looking to get some nerd T-shirts to the wardrobe. Any sites that you guys recommend that doesn't just sell dog shit quality that gets destroyed after 1 wash or 2?"
Yeah,
That is
but
a
it's an Ecuador, so
fantastic
that will be
question.
hard to get.
Unless you have a couple of
There's
Coke.
a company called Derek that I buy most of my T-shirts from because
What's it called?
Derek, but it's here in Ecuador. That's the only issue. But the quality of the shirts is great, and I have one of is half He-Man as face and half Skeletor. That is so fucking badass. And they just do limited edition. They just pay for the bare minimum for the rights. So they do a simple run. You buy them, you get them. You are the few people that have them forever, and everybody else, well, screw you then. It's just everything is
Ain't
limited
that the
edition.
way?
So, dude, there's some. My T-shirts are absolutely awesome, and I love them. I would recommend that company to hell and back. The only issue, they just work on Ecuador. So good luck with that.
Good.
You can import.
Thanks for that help. Thanks for the help, Pablo. Appreciate that, buddy.
I didn't
Thanks.
say the tariff.
There's one I'm trying to remember that that a bunch of there's a couple of the Warhammer 40K YouTubers that I watch that always recommend them, and I can't remember the name of it right now because I'm kind of high.
Man, I always forget.
Me too, brother. Me too.
All right,
God damn it! How I envy the two of you.
chat. Let's help
I'm
people
sober as
out.
hell.
Sure,
Like,
man.
Anybody
because
else?
I
know?
get my
Yeah.
shirts at conventions and I'm not good at remembering boots. So if we
Oh,
could help
yeah.
our man out here with a website, that I feel like would be really wonderful for our fellow, dude here. He deserves some, some transparency. True. Dude, anything that's got classic design is good. Now,
Oh, yeah.
do those classic designs
Yeah.
have the ability to last through a wash? I don't know. Once again, I guess it's going to depend on the site. Now, I have heard of superherostuff.com. I haven't used it. I know it's a fairly popular website. Now, do they have some designs of shirts that I would like to own? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, there's some really cool designs I've seen on there. I'm like, oh, hey, I would own that. Now, that's about all I know. I have nothing to base the experience of buying something from them. Like, okay, hey, this is great. Get it from here. But yeah, it looks like there's no who knows. One day, Deeple, we're gonna get you an answer, and it's gonna be diabolically huge. I can't wait for that
So-
answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we don't have
Muhammad,
that
the
answer
Luthors
in
were
this
the best
time.
part of the whole freaking show.
And
You will
the-
never
the one
find
that
a
I-
greater villain
Hold
than a
on.
guy who is willing to fake that he is blind
Fenrir,
just to
let's-
fuck with his
Fenrir,
son.
Fenrir, let's let Common speak.
Yeah, the one that I found that like I know like at least two of the one Warhammer lore guy and another Warhammer painter guy do them, and then I've seen them on other channels too. But Into the AM, those guys seem to be the most highly recommended that I've seen as far as like any of that kind of stuff too. All their stuff seems like everything I've seen from it seems like it's really good quality. I've wanted to order stuff from them. I never have, but I don't know. That's what everybody talks about is Into the AM, and they've got a bunch of really cool designs. They've got like space designs and like all kinds of different. It's basically like graphic tees is what they do a lot of, and so they've got a bunch of different crazy nerd designs and stuff like that. So you might want to check them out. Go check
What's
them out
it
and
called
see if
again?
they look like they're Into the AM. I'll drop the
Okay.
link in the. I can drop
Please.
the link in the chat in case anybody wants to check them out. Let me see it. I'll drop it in the private chat too. So there you guys go.
Well, I'm
And
glad
their
you
stuff
put it in the
looked-
private.
Yeah, it looks really
Giggity.
cool. Yeah, giggity. I love it. Giggity. That's how I have 6 kids.
Ah! That was good. That was freaking good. Oh, what's up, Andy? How you doing,
Braggart.
buddy? Nice to see you here. Thank you, Common, for
Absolutely.
plugging it. First he plugged it in the private, then he put it out in public for everyone to see. So that's good.
That's right.
So
what
he
you plug in
upgraded.
private eventually becomes public.
Ah!
Oh my god, yeah, she was on that Chun Li movie.
Hot damn.
But yeah, so that's the only one I.
Oh
can
my
think of
god,
off
I
the top of
remember
my
that
head.
Chun Li movie. God damn it, worst hour of my life.
All right.
It's just
It
so
was
much
hour
minutes
and
of
a
it.
half, and I also suffered through it.
Suffer
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
So I got some sweet Lego like characters. I'm always a big fan of getting the Lego characters at conventions, and 3 of these are some of the most Nick Weiser based characters to get ever. This is like of course
Did you find
Nick
Condiment
got those
King?
characters. I did not. Oh, trust me, I looked. I looked for Condiment King. They didn't have Condiment King. I looked for Kite Man. Didn't have Kite Man. But it's okay. No, of course they didn't have the Condor. Man, that's a dream world. I dream of a world. I mean, shit, Martin Luther King had a dream? Bullshit. I have a dream. I dream of a world where the Condor is a fucking hot toy in a mezco.
Dude,
That's the real dream.
that's the only
Sorry,
reason
Martin,
why.
but you're wrong about your dream. My dream is the real dream, bro, and that's the bottom line. Not because Stone Cold said so, because I said so.
Dude, that's the reason why I'm currently trying to learn a bit of 3D modeling, so I can 3D print things like a condor statue that is fucking rad.
Oh, I will put it behind me, and I will admire it every day I breathe on this.
Please don't insert it behind you or in any other orifice.
No, I mean like put it to the side here, just
Crazy.
admire it. It'd be like a statue. That's all. Just like a statue.
It
but
sounded so
I'm gonna
direct, man.
begin. I'm gonna embiggen. My allergies are kicking
Giggity.
my ass. And that's
Giggity.
why I'm turning my camera on and off, on and off. So I'm probably just gonna turn it off after I show off these killer Legos. So let me embiggen myself.
Get it?
Don't feel too bad, Nick. I'm peeling from a sunburn, so. Whoa!
That's nice.
Oh, he froze on us for a second. There you go. Is that why am I having a brain fart on that right now?
Booster Gold.
Booster
Yeah,
Gold.
it
Yeah,
is.
Booster Gold.
Anyone
That's
who
what I
knows me knows I'm a big Booster
Oh,
Gold
yeah.
guy. That's
Okay.
a big one
Great.
for me.
Show
And
me
then-
more.
Oh. Michelangelo from the
cool.
2012 TMNT. Obviously,
There you go.
I'm a big fan of the 2012 TMNT.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah. I
that's
love the
one.
detail on his body too.
Yeah, no, it's killer. Shell looks cool too and everything. And then this one doesn't make me very angry at all, but it makes me very happy.
Oh yes, Marvin the Martian.
Did you guys watch?
He has the hottest boss ever.
Did you guys
Oh,
ever
yeah.
watch the Duke Dodgers TV series?
Where's this little robot? Are you asking about Skeets? I don't.
No.
Yeah, he has the hottest boss
Vince
ever.
is asking the chat. I don't think that this is Skeets that comes with it. No, there was not a separate Skeets, unfortunately. But to answer also about earlier, I got rock and roll. Literally,
Nice.
Craig, rock and roll
Nice.
McConnell.
That's awesome.
And I'm gonna take out his box. I'm gonna put there too. He does the horns, man. And he comes with bullet
That's
belts.
dope. That is so dope.
Yeah.
Hell
Just
yeah.
saying, man.
Hell yeah.
Just saying. And also,
Yeah,
I
you
got
couldn't
King of
pass that
Spies
up.
from Mark Miller, Matteo Scalera. And this concept is great.
Oh man, I
World's
kind of dropped
greatest-
that at the first issue. Where did it ever go?
The world's greatest secret agent has 6 months to live. Now it's time to go after the real bastards. So basically, you find out you're about to die. And so now you got to really take your mission life seriously and kill some bastards. I read the first issue. It's fucking awesome. Just saying. Matteo Scalera's art, dude, it's fucking good. Just saying. It's fucking
That
good.
sounds fucking cool. That sounds
Oh,
fucking cool.
believe me when I say it's damn good. All right, now I can turn my camera off because, dude, my allergies are kicking my ass. It must have something to do with being in Chirac. Like I'm just gonna blame Chirac for that. I must have like messed with my allergies because you know how, put it this way, living in Illinois is like this. So if I'm an hour outside of Chirac, let's just say it's 45 degrees in the suburbs. Now take Chirac and then take 10 degrees off of it. So if it's 45 in the burbs, it's 35 in Chicago. And I forgot that.
Yeah.
Not having gone to the city often in a long time, I forgot about that. So when we got to, waiting at the train to the city, I forgot how cold it was. Cause we
Wait, you live in
come from-
Chicago?
No.
That's what I
visiting.
said at the beginning of the stream. Anyways.
Oh God, I was not paying attention. I was drinking.
Fenrir,
Still not under the effect of anything, though.
As high as here two gentlemen in the lower row of the screen.
No. If I was kite, Timmy the red dinosaur over there would have told me.
All right.
Nice.
Anyway.
As I was going on about the weather,
Oh, God, I don't
Chirac,
even know anymore.
10 degrees less. No, we got out the chart. Oh shit, it's cold out. So I gave my jacket to my little minion. I'm just like, all right, you're gonna wear my jacket. I'll be fine. I've lived in Chicago. I can suck it up. So, well, guess what? I dealt with it. And you know what? For me, honestly, it's fine. It wasn't like it's like, oh man, I'm shivering cold. I'm fine with cold. I'm the type of guy who sleeps in cold conditions. I'm the type of guy who has his AC on, even in Illinois, 8 to 9 months out of the year. I still have my AC on sometimes in February and December. So for me to do that is fine. My body's more built for it. maybe this is just now my body paying for that decision. And you know what? Fuck it. Fine. Who gives a damn? I have no regrets, and I do it all over again. So if I got suffer with allergies, that's fine. Because right now, I'm gonna enjoy a few drinks tonight, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be diabolically huge, and we're gonna have some fun with this shit tonight. No, see, it wasn't that cold. It's like, yeah, I felt the chill when I gave my coat, but it wasn't like insufferably cold. At that point, I probably would have called in a lift to have come and got us, even though it's like kind of silly to do that for a 7-8 minute walk. But you know, when you got a kid involved, you have to take decisions very effectively. But once I had put on the coat, I had to wear my coat. I'm like, how you feel? You know, oh, this is great. I love your coat. I'm like, awesome. Then you're gonna wear it. And then all of a sudden, we get out of the con. I'm like, do you want my coat? No, it's too hot out. I'm like, because the weather got fucking better when we left the freaking con versus when we initially walked in. Because that became like 50 degrees, which in 50 degrees in Illinois is the equivalent of beach weather.
You guys are insane.
I know, seriously, it is 50 degrees in Illinois. So that means if it's 50 out in Chirac, it's like 60 in the burbs. So then we come back to the burbs, and it's even freaking hotter. I'm like, bro, fuck.
And then
It's
the
one of
change of
those
the change of temperature screws you up even worse.
Oh, dude, yeah. And that's probably why my allergies are, like, telling me to piss off right now. And you know what? I'm trying to tell my allergies to piss off right back. But unfortunately, that's not working. That's not working out too good. It's really not. Yes, Free Comic Book Day is around the corner. And you know what? Let's see what is coming out. Let's see if there's anything that looks worthwhile. I do know about a Conan comic coming out that looks good. So let's get it up once more. And let's see if there's anything that looks worthwhile and worthy of our time.
Yeah. Anything that might be worth actually burning the gas to get to the comic book shop to actually pick up.
The Conan comic will be. That for sure.
They are doing a Conan one for Free Comic Book Day?
Huh?
They are doing one for Free Comic Book Day on Conan?
They did one the previous 2 years, and they've both been great.
Oh, cool. Good.
Yeah. They have both been great.
Good.
All right, let's see here. Oh, I got the wrong thing. Here we go. Let's put it up there. All right.
Whip it out, Nikki. Whip it out.
Dr. Seuss, maybe for the kids. Fantastic Four? No. Spider-Man? No. Disney Star Wars? No.
No.
I Hate Fairyland. That could be good. That's from Scotty Young. Speed Racer? That could be good. Thundercats team up with the Powerpuff Girls. That could be good, depending on who's writing. That could be it. If there's the right writer and artist, that could be good. The Phantom? Bro. What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's no detail.
No, item not found.
No.
Wow, dude, I hope they're doing the Phantom. That would be totally dope. That would be.
All right, I hope there's a good team attached there, because that would be great if that was good. Oh
yeah,
man,
that would be really cool.
Bro.
That would be cool.
Okay, do they have any synopsis or anything about the Phantom? Because the Phantom is not a single character. There has been several iterations of the Phantom throughout the years. And I want to know, are they going to the first Phantom that is basically a fight against the Spaniards and against tyranny? Or are they going into the more futuristic era where he's fighting crazy underground organizations?
Which one? Clear yet where we're going with the Phantom, but here we got Conan. Do you guys see it on the screen? Conan, Scourge of the Serpent?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to read this one. Scourge of the Serpent. The newest epic Conan event begins here. From fan favorite writer Jim Zub and Ivan Gill, with a cover by superstar artist Roberto de la Torre, killer. The Serpent God's influence tightens its coils around the Hyborian Age and every other age linked to it. 3 stunning supernatural stories will spiral together to answer a chilling question framed in past and present. What is Set's grand plan for humanity, and now that it has begun, can it be stopped? I will be checking that one out. That's
Dun, dun,
that's
dun.
yeah, that's easy. You did tell me about that.
Guaranteed.
I remember that stuff. I do remember you telling me about. It's a shame we still don't have a creative team uh, update for that. Still, I'll still check it out though because it's the Phantom.
Absolutely.
Energon Universe Special. This could be good. You got
cool.
Joshua
Man,
Williamson,
classified.
Kirkman, and Dan Johnsonville, who are the writers of Transformers, Void Rivals, and GI Joe. That will probably
good
be
stuff.
good because what they did for last year's one shot was original material. So it looks like that's going to be the same thing
Sweet.
again. So
Hell yeah.
it's just classified. Okay, fine. I'm good with that. I'm not one of those people who needs to know everything before they go into it. I'm good with that. Let's fucking go. I can
So
I can at least say there's more than one book I'm looking forward to, and
Oh yeah.
I'm good with that. So okay, so
That
for
is-
me so far the big takeaways are Energon Universe, Conan, Thundercats, Powerpuff Girls, and Phantom. Those would be my four way
Yeah.
my 4-way life. I'm gonna have a fatal
Giggity.
4-way with these books, and it's gonna be diabolically huge. So
Giggity.
okay, 4 books. All right, I gotta go take care of my allergies. You guys chat amongst
All right.
yourselves. Keep the chat realistic.
We got you. No, I think the only thing I would add to that is just the Dr. Seuss one, just because I think the kids. I don't know if I'd really be interested in the Powerpuff Girls and the Thundercats one. Maybe, I guess since it's free, it might be worth picking up and stuff like that. But the other ones definitely. And for all the completionists out there, you have to go get the free comic book day one because it's part of the Energon universe. So you have to have it. You can't not have that. So yeah, no, I think I like that. I like that list. That looks like a good excuse to go to the comic
Dude.
book shop and give you an excuse to go buy some back issues. Because why the fuck not?
That list sounds like an awesome Saturday morning. Yeah, it's just classic tunes. God
Definitely.
damn it. Uh,
Yeah.
by the way, the Powerpuff
Absolutely.
Girls, I remember the original series when it was airing. It was
Right.
crazy, over the top, ridiculous. I love that series.
And that's
So,
why it's so beautiful.
yeah,
The insanity. It worked because it was these cute little girls beating the crap out of anything that moved in such a brutal and bloody way that without it, it just wouldn't work.
and
It
the
was the
villain.
shock value of it.
You had obviously Mojo Jojo, that is quite a character, but you had him. Do
Jojo.
you remember him?
Yeah, him
Yes,
it
him.
was
Oh, that
great.
was so weird.
It was great.
There was also a lot of fun other characters like Fuzzy Lemkins, interesting
Yeah.
characterizations like the Princess, the Gangrene Gang, the stupidity of the Amoeba Boys, and of course we all remember Miss Bellum. But hey, it was a good time to be a kid.
Ray
Yeah.
Fox is writing the Phantom. Okay, I'm not all that familiar with Ray Fox. I hope he is good. That's all I can ask for is that he is a
Wait, where have I heard that
credible
name?
writer about the
Ray
Sounds
Phantom.
familiar.
Fox.
And
Does
so
sound
Vince
familiar.
said, and Hollywood made them into sex. Okay, I'm not here to downplay. I'm not here to downplay the
tried that.
president literally dodging a bullet, but I think we may have dodged a bullet just as much as him, and in some cases even more so.
Dude, I
not
read the
getting that
original
Powerpuff
script. We
Girls
did
film.
not dodge a bullet. We dodged a nuclear missile. The
Good.
universe dodged the nuclear missile.
Well, then pat yourselves on the back, guys. We dodged a nuclear missile. We're alive. We lived to tell the tale about the shit that never came out. And you know what? That's great. That is freaking
It really is.
great. That is
That-
hell. That is freaking awesome, guys. You know what?
I nearly
you know what that-
picked
you know
up
what that
drinking
deserves?
after reading the original script for that thing, and
Dude,
man, I'm
that
glad
was-
I didn't.
That was such a happy video to make when we heard that was finally canceled. I was like, yes, thank God. And I'm not even I didn't even really watch Powerpuff Girls and shit like that. It's just like I knew what they were gonna do. And I'm
All
like,
of the
different
internet
people
came
love that.
together in joy
Yeah.
and unity to celebrate its death. It was actually something beautiful.
All right.
We
I'm
were
turning
all
the camera
united
back
for once
on.
in one specific thing.
Yeah, it was glorious.
Guys, yeah, D-Bud says we dodged a nuclear missile and it was huge. Guys,
Huge.
we never got to do this, so we're going to do this tonight. To the cancellation. of the nuclear missile we dodged in the Powerpuff Girls live show that never should have been because the animated show fucking ruled and it still does. To all of you and to those who was against this piece of shit even existing, this is a kind, resounding fuck you for wanting that shit to exist. And to those who celebrated this bastardization of a show, knowing that it will never see the light of day, this one's for you. Cheers and beers.
Bankai.
Oh yeah, that's a glorious thing. That's a glorious
Yeah.
thing.
I feel so
Really
good.
was.
That felt good.
Let me tell you, a Powerpuff Girls where look, a Powerpuff Girls where you don't have the characters beating the crap out of the monkey, and you could actually see the freaking brain matter after the beating. If it doesn't have that, it's just not it.
Well, the
Craig
Powerpuff
McCracken
Girls-
was a genius, and he knew what he was doing.
What's so great about the Powerpuff Girls is you had these youthful little girls who had a dad that they loved. What's up, Reed by Nature? How you doing, buddy? They had an established town. They had their supporting cast. They had a great rogues gallery of villains. They had a story, a family, their motivations, all individual. Then they had their group motivations. There's so much detail to that story. It's such a simple, good old children's cartoon. And I remember loving it as a kid and then thinking as a teenager, oh shit, this is still good. The Powerpuff Girls was so ahead of its time and how great its storytelling was. We did not need more of it. And I say it with the utmost respect to the cast, crew who worked on that original show. What you all captured at that point in time was fucking lightning in a bottle. And you know what? It's okay. Not everything can be replicated. And sometimes that's what makes life beautiful. Is, you know what? We had this thing. It was a wonderful moment in time. It cannot be messed with again. And that's fine. It's fine that something doesn't get another interpretation or version. There's stuff that can do it. We can do more versions or stuff. Let's just say added stories of TMNT. But the Powerpuff Girls, I feel like their moment was right there at that moment in time with the city of Townsville, with the mayor who had a secretary where we couldn't see her head, the great loving dad who loved his kids, who always had a fun laugh at the end of most episodes. It was just such a perfect show. It really was. I loved it. I absolutely freaking loved it. And I would recommend, especially if you're a dad out there, watch that shit with your kids. Straight up. If you haven't, do it now. Straight up show them how good that shit was. Because it was damn good. It was so damn good. And Steve, dude, thanks for listening, man. I can't wait to meet you in person next week. We got each other's numbers. We'll be talking. We'll be chatting. And hopefully it'll be over that pizza place I mentioned. If it can't be that, we'll reschedule for the next day. We'll find time on Friday, but hopefully that Thursday can come out to that pizza thing I mentioned. I would love it if you could, but regardless of what place it happens, we're going to make it work, my dude. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, sir. Thank you so freaking much. All right. And I didn't watch much Powerpuff Girls, but it's funny you mentioned the near miss that live action show because I did catch an episode of the tune that aids them up to taste. Ha yeah, I remember that episode. That's funny as shit. It's a weird one, but it's a good one. It's a weird one though. Oh boy, but it's a funny one if to entertain. Really, that's ultimately what that episode is. A very entertaining what if. Oh dude, yeah, Muhammad. He's at Dexter's Labs and TMNT. Oh yeah, 03. That would be.
Yeah.
Oh, I get what he's trying to say though. And dude, no, all around great cartoons. It was crazy because, I originally grew up a 90s kid with cartoons, but then I remember the 2000s coming up as I'm hitting my late teens. I'm like, wow, cartoons are getting better as I got older? What? It was one of those weird things where these literally were not my childhood cartoons, but yet here I am admiring these cartoons and thinking, wow, this shit's just as good as the shit I had when I was a
Yeah,
kid. And
nowadays
some
it's
of
not
it's
really
even
that
better.
much.
And I thought, wow, if cartoons are getting better, and I became a teenager, and I'm in my late teens, and they're still being good, what's adulthood gonna be like? Well, then adulthood happened, and
Oh yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
all
now we
happened.
only got Steven Universes and whatever other gay crap is out there to show. Honestly, it's just so.
That's dude. Sorry if I say this. Sorry if anybody gets offended. The animation industry is full of cigarettes. It's full of a lot of gay people that
Can you
want to
repeat
make
that?
everything overly gay because they think
Overly
that's the way to make
gay.
everybody
K
conscious
K K
about
K
them. They
K
feel
K
seen.
K.
Fuck you.
My
I like
father.
not being seen.
They're
I
just a
like
bunch
being
of
invisible.
narcissists and egomaniacs.
That's true. And for once,
Ah,
he's not talking about me.
yeah.
I don't think it. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Look,
That
as a
was
kid, I
fucking
never really
funny.
cared about being seen on screen. What I cared about was the freaking badass fights. If Superman was going to win against the bad guys, or if He Man
Oh
was going
yeah.
to stop Skeletor. And if I wanted to see myself in one of the characters, I used this amazing, unique power the kids back in the day used to have called my imagination. And I used to grab a
The fuck is
bucket, put it
that?
in my head, and I was Magneto in a thought. Or grab the broom, and I was He Man.
Fenrir, I don't know if
Or a
you ever
cape in your
saw.
super blanket.
Did you ever saw Saint Seiya?
Towel.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, it's the gayest shit ever. It's fucking awesome. And I
Hell,
mean,
especially with Shun.
Sean is literally a ladyboy. And who the fuck cares? The fights are awesome. There's a lot of gay shit. It's 80s style gay shit. It's good shit. Don't worry. It's
I mean,
not
let's be
pure
honest,
and the gay
majority of
shit.
fighting anime is pretty gay if you really think about it.
Yeah, but it's awesome. It's cool as hell. You see every single fight and you are mesmerized by the
And let's be honest,
stupidity
in the
of.
first few seasons of Saint Seiya, they were pretty much doing shirtless fighting all the time, so
Yeah,
there was something there.
and they were more physical. On the later seasons, they start using more long range attacks, but they were shirtless and getting full body contact because they were fighting body to
Vince,
body.
I
They
have
were not
absolutely
using
no shame of
power.
admitting, yes, I did that last week. I have no shame.
Whoa. Whoa! Blade, Nick,
Yeah.
what's up, dude? He says, hi, Nick. Have fun next week. I'm an hour outside Chirac. When is JB going to reduce or remove the gas tax? I saw it drop today. I thought, okay. Dude, Blade, Nick, Atira, thank you for the $20 super chat. You crazy, beloved madman. How I love the hell out of you, dude. I will have fun, and I will have fun thanks to gentlemen like you. And yeah, I think I remember you mentioning in the previous super chat before that you had been outside Chirac. So that's crazy, man. JB reducing anything, dude? What are you talking about? Come on, we're talking about the prickster, man. There's nothing that gets reduced unless it's like less, reduced plates for us and more plates for him. Then I guess that what you can call it reduced. That's about it. But that fucking elephant of a man is not going to reduce shit for us. If it does, let's just say in the oddest possibility that if it does, it's going to be one of those side orders of here's how I'm going to help you, but here's how I'm going to fuck you. Don't read the fine print here. It's like
Yeah,
it's like I say 100,000 times, and I'll let you take it from there, Pablo. It's the guy who goes to the counter at 7-Eleven who gives you business, but after he gives you business, he decks you in the face, and he thinks he has the right to do that to you just because he gave you business. It's still fucking wrong. Go ahead, Pablo. I had to let that
Nah,
out.
it's too late for the joke. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, man. I was having a moment, and Blade deserved a lot of acknowledgement with that $20. And by the way, Blade, if you ever have a chance to go out to Cary, Illinois, there's a great pizzeria called Uncle Jerry's, and it is so damn good. They do the Chicago pan style. Their pan style is unique because the slices are pie cut and they kind of have like a thin crust on the front, but they have a deep, thick crust on the back, like a deep dish. So it's like it's it's a pan. It's almost like it's a Chicago pizza and a deep dish in one. It's weird sometimes when you have it both ways, but this pizza freaking did that, man. And you know what? I got a picture to prove it. So I'm gonna get it up one more time, just for you, just to show you.
Giggity. Whip it out.
Oh, he says I love it. Been there. I had Village. Oh, dude, Village Pizza's good. Yeah, that's a good tavern at Village. If you went to Village, I know that you know what's good pizza. So, hell yeah. So he knows Uncle Jerry's. My man, Blade Nick here. All right. Well, we're gonna show it off in the chat. I want the chat
Yes,
because
please.
Brad Young donated a $20 super chat. No, it's a direct donation actually a few weeks ago. Brad, if you're out there, this is what the pizza looked like. When
that's
Brad said, take the kids out, get some pizza, get some toppings on it, I followed up on that
I
shit.
miss pizza. I need
Hell yeah.
pizza in my life.
Oh man, you're making me hungry, Nick.
This
don't like me when I'm
was
hungry.
amazing.
Can I
It
get
was-
any quack with a butter knife to get away my gallbladder so I can get back into eating pizza?
Now look at that. Now look at that pizza. You see the thick crust at the back. It looks like a deep dish crust. But if you look at the front, like where the slices start to like all carve into each other into a wedge, it looks like regular slices. It's such a unique style, and it's so damn good, bro. I fucking love this pizza. It was good. Oh yeah, right. I love the style pepperoni that they did. I talked to the people who worked there, had conversations with them. They also had this really great habanero honey I got on the side, so I would dip my crust in it. Dude, it reminded me of that South Park episode where Randy Marsh got really overly obsessed with cooking with cream fraiche.
Cream fraiche.
And he's like, and now we douse everything in a little cream fraiche. Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, this shit was the cream fraiche. Oh, you know what, Blade? He says similar to Pequod's. That's a good comparison. I can see where you're coming from. That I know Pequod's is Chicago and Morton Grove. They're two locations. Dude, it was so damn. Pequod's is good. And Pequod's has a fantastic crust. I know Blake can vouch on that shit. That crust at Pequod's, bro. Cream fraiche, man. That shit is the cream fraiche. All right.
I love that.
Admire
they
that
came
pizza
back to
one
that
more
joke.
time.
Can I
before
say one
get it
thing?
down. Yeah, go ahead,
Steve,
Kramer.
I gotta answer Steve's question here. My favorite episode of He-Man was the two-part special, The House of Shakoti. I always enjoyed that one pretty well. It was pretty fun for me.
Huh. Interesting.
And introduced one of my favorite villains in the whole thing.
Ooh, there.
Wait,
Oh, I'm glad
I
you
thought
answered that,
Dragon
Fenrir.
was. Wait, did you ever count Dragon as a villain?
No, I'm talking about Shakoti, the actual villain from where the name was based. But I kind of think she did too. I think she did.
Huh. One day we need to sit down and talk about He-Man.
Yeah, we really do.
I'm still pissed that even they had the perfect opportunity with the new show to explore everything that they had set up for the Snake Man at the end of the final season of the original He-Man. And by the way, they didn't do the Snake Man because they were saving it for the cancel season of the reboot of He-Man. So twice the Snake Man arc has been absolutely destroyed by budget, not even by it was bad or anything. It was just they didn't have the money to animate. So
Seriously,
I'm blue
even
balls
the
on that.
2002 He-Man show was planning an amazing arc with the Snake Man, and it was screwed over too.
yeah, and they on the 2000 series they were setting up some interesting things about the past of Keldor, of Skeletor, right? We never got to see that, and instead we get this shit that they make on the last season of Human Revelations. Is not the same. the revelation of Keldor being He-Man's uncle should be way more devastating.
Yeah, no, the Revelations was just pathetic excuse of drama with, oh, I'm angry because I'm not the
Yeah.
bull crap. I was just trying to
Also,
make it feel bad for Skeletor. Skeletor was a bad egg from the start. It would have been
uh,
more impactful if he was
exactly,
a
exactly.
shitty kid that came from a good family and actually loved him. But he
And
just wanted power
how they
because
end
he's a bad person.
how they end the second season is that Eternia is now a democratic country and everything.
That is so
That
fucking
means
stupid.
they override King He-Man. That happens in the future, and obviously King He-Man has a son that is Hero, and they override the story of Hero fighting Skeletor's son Skeleton because there's a need for a King He-Man to have all that arc because it's about a skeleton trying to destroy King He-Man. But we can't have that, can we? Because I hate
I
modernity.
freaking hate this modern writing where they want to destroy all the fantasy elements of fantasy, make everything into a freaking democracy. Like, there's some things. Democracy can be worse than monarchy.
Yeah.
Hi, Vince. He says, have you
Specifically in
kept
a
up with
magical
watching
world.
He-Man after Gilda died? Sadly, I have not, and I still want to. So it's not a lack of interest or not. Yeah, there's definitely no, man, I don't longer care about the show. I just sadly have not gotten around to it, and I hate that I have not. But I'm going to before I die.
I'm still
Believe
gonna
that.
say 2002 version had the best Skeletor. And I'll down that bridge.
Oh, fuck yeah. The way that he basically tried to kill Evelyn and then tried to F her, then tried to kill her again. Guy was a son of a bitch. I
What's
love
up,
that
Yeah,
Skeletor.
Omega?
yeah. And seriously, I remember that episode where he had a chance to actually be with Prince Adam, and he was gonna kill the kid. That was his nephew. He didn't give a shit. He was gonna kill the kid. That is a real villain right there. He has no
Yep.
emotion, no care. These people are his blood, flesh and blood. He does not
He
care.
was
You're gonna die.
enjoying it. He was. It's not that he didn't care. He was enjoying it. Guy is
Exactly.
fucking evil. I love Skeletor from that series.
God, we need villains like that back.
Hey, what's up,
He was
Bodega?
always in control, and that was just perfect.
He said Josh got here. Pizza looks amazing. I hope it was as good as it was. It looks. It was. What's up, Tim Hayes and Mars Monkey Max? Mars, it is good to see you, man. Long
up,
time no
Mars?
see. Good to see you, homie. I hope you're doing okay, man. I love when I see old faces. It's like, oh hey, it's crazy. Like some people like they have a life. They kind of like, oh hey, I gotta do this thing, and then they get busy in life. But then when you see them come back, it's like, hey, here I am, right here. So I'm happy to see you, Mars. Seriously, fuck yeah, dude. That makes me happy. Sorry, just you gotta understand that shit, man. I get happy when I see like faces. I'm good at remembering names and not seeing for a while, but I always think, oh, what happened to so and so? What happened to Compting is Dangerous? What happened to Brian Yoder? Names like that. And sometimes, sometimes work happens, and sometimes they have to change their work schedule. They can only listen to certain things at certain hours because maybe they moved to second shift. Shit like that happens. Like Christian Dorm, he doesn't comment as much as he used to because of his work hours and when he has to be in bed by. But Christian and I still talk on the side, so it's okay. I'm just, at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that guys like that, they're doing okay. I like knowing that, hey, you're out there in the world, you didn't die. That's important to me, man. That's very important to me. Okay, I'll bring this pizza down now before I start.
Yeah, it is. Oh, but one last thing that I really liked about the 2002 version of the show, its top brass villains never outshone one another. They were all dangerous in their own way. Hordak, Skeletor, King Hiss, they were all awesome and powerful in their own method and never outshone each other. And that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Although, let's be honest, Hordak had the most aura because he was only in just pretty much one episode, and you can just, man, he was just great.
Man, old school comic book, DC Comics, He-Man. Some of the best story for He-Man ever. And if you want to go to the DC, you have the original story, you have the Betrayal arc, and you have the King Conan arc. And the King Conan arc, Evelyn is fucking crazy. So the comics are, yeah, go for the DC Comics version of He-Man. Old school, you are talking really, really old school, like when the cartoon was going on. It's good. The comic is delicious, man. Really. It's a
All right, I'll check it
yeah.
out.
There's not many people that like those kind of old school comics that were basically propaganda for toys. Those were the best because those set up the arcs for some
Oh,
of the
I
crazy.
hate that. I hate that people complain that old school cartoons were bad because they were pretty much just commercials for toys. Well, let me tell you something. Their story and writing was so fantastic that it'll spend the test of time, still standing as kings. Today's cartoons don't stand with a little flicker compared to them.
Yep.
Doesn't that tell you everything?
Thundercats. Just think about Thundercats.
Thundercats.
yeah.
Oh,
Thundercats,
Exactly.
Transformers, GI Joes, all
Oh,
of them will survive the test of time. Steven Universe will be forgotten in 10 years. 5
Less than
tops.
that.
I haven't watched Steven Universe. What is that?
Basically,
I watched like
how
3
do I
episodes.
describe it? Gay Dragon Ball.
Okay, I'm sold on not watching that. As far as newer cartoons,
And I've done my
No,
the only
and I've
one
done
that's
my
really
work.
stuck around that stuck out to me still to this day is Bluey.
What
That's
what
it.
Pablo?
Nick, just a second. I think Fenrir is absolutely wrong on that description. You should not take his word for that because
Ooh, go on.
Gay Dragon Ball is actually called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it's actually quite good.
You got me there. It's basically just a bunch of.
oh.
It's basically just a bunch of lesbian space rocks and Earth.
Space Universe.
Mohammed,
JoJo is
I don't-
about a
I don't
bunch of gay
count-
guys fighting.
I don't count SpongeBob as a modern show. It's been going on for 26 or 27 years. I mean, yeah, they still make new episodes, but it's not exactly a new show. It's just a long running show.
And I'm
I
gonna be
haven't
honest, the
watched it in a
new
while,
episodes
but it's
aren't really
not-
that good
No, okay.
at all.
Well, regardless, I haven't watched it. It wasn't because of lack of interest. It just I kind of just fell off the wagon and was seeing other shows. I made that sound like an affair. I do hear from people. Let's just say people who still watch it that a lot of them still do like it. So good for them that they still had that fan base that still comes back to it. It seems to still be really invested in it. But even good or bad, I feel like it's irrelevant in this conversation. It's not for me. It's not a new show. To me, a new show is something that's starting to last like 7, 8 years. To me, that's a new show. Something that started, let's just say, around 2015, 2016. So no more than 10 years ago. Revise my years there. That's, to me, a newer show. Bluey's excellent. Actually, funny, when I know my little Legos, I got Marvin Martian, Michelangelo, and Booster Gold. So when I was at that Lego area, look at all the individual characters. They actually had a bunch of ones from the Bluey cast, and Bluey and Bingo were all sold out on day one of the convention. And
they
the
were.
mom Chili was almost sold out. I think there's like one left, and the dad Bandit, there's like 3 left. So, and then they had their supporting cast, Muffin, Socks, Nana, and Grandpa, stuff like that. It was cool to see that. Yeah, dude, the Bluey
Muffin's a
Legos
little
are some of the
psychopath.
hottest Legos at that Lego booth.
Dude, that is consistently the #1 show on streaming for Disney Plus.
And
every
it's not
single
even a
week.
Disney show.
Nope, it's
Yep.
Australian, man. That show is
It's a
great.
damn
Kids
good
love
show.
that. It is. It really is. It's
Okay,
Really good.
It's the beauty of all
I
of it.
have talked about this a few times. I think maybe I can even talk more freely about that. For a while, I worked on a company that set up the TED Talks here in Ecuador. So I went to a few TED talks, and some of them obviously were with international people and everything. And a guy from Netflix explained how they do things. Some of the cartoon shows for kids and things like Friends, where their top most watched things on the whole platform of every genre. So it was things like Pocoyo, things like Dora the Explorer or Peppa Pig and shit like that. That was the top. But if you went into Netflix, you saw the most watched series, and it was just shit that Netflix was trying to push, right? It was not the kids shows because they didn't count as the kids shows in the metrics because they put everything they do on shame. And I mean, it was they couldn't launch any show without it being third. Why? Because it was Peppa Pig and Friends, and then the show that they promoted by wasting millions of dollars. So they just stopped bothering and removed the shows from the most views. Is
Nice.
yeah. Sorry, kid cartoons
No, you're good, man.
dominate.
You're good.
They just dominate everything.
Yeah.
I
Well, the
haven't
kids will sit
watched
there and
Peppa
watch them for
Pig,
hours
but
on end.
I know tons of parents that watch it with their kids. But I feel like Bluey is the closest thing that, like, I guess you could say, captured lightning in a bottle. Because I know
Yeah.
parents who watch it on their own without their kids. I've talked to these parents about, like, yeah, there's times where, my kid may have gone off, and I'm still the one watching it.
I've heard those stories too.
And
I've actually watched it by myself, and it's actually really good.
that's
Pretty
the
funny
thing.
jokes too that go away from the kids' heads, but you really get it if you're an adult.
Oh, that's a beauty. There's jokes that are absolutely written in there for the adults. There's stuff there. It's like, oh, okay, I understood that. That is fucking fun, and they're so like clean about it too. Like everything's written still very contextually, very cleanly, and still in that G-rated sense. It's really impressive what that show pulls off. It is as kids show as it gets, but man, does it explore deeper themes and gives you a lot to think about within those shows. It is awesome. It's something I would highly recommend. Once again, if you got a niece, daughter, hell, even a son, even watch that show with that man. Seriously, like that show gives you some shit to think about. It is wild. I talked to even Brandon, who worked at Rippaverse, about it, and we talked about Bluey, him and I, and he's like, I cannot believe how much that show has me immersed. I'm like, right? It's so fucking good. It really is.
It is really good.
It's always not fair. It's always really not fair.
Yeah.
Bluey is basically Robin Williams' Genie. I've never watched Bluey, but I did catch Flash Gordon's Bluey Warhammer 40K. That sounds funny. That sounds
I'm gonna have to watch
hilarious.
that. That would be great.
I don't know.
I
I've
love
never
the
watched
Warhammer 40K
Warhammer 40K, but dude, that's
Oh,
so
dude, the
fucking
parodies are
funny.
great. I'll have to see if I can find the channel, but there's one, just do like Star Wars Warhammer 40K crossover, and there's this one channel that does it, and it's this stormtrooper, like essentially lieutenant, that's like supposed to be in charge of things, and he keeps having to deal with all these chaos space marines that come in, and like one of them's like he just wants to murder everybody. It's like blood for the blood god, and there's another one's like a plague marine, so he stinks and he's constantly rotting, and then there's a night lord who's all about tearing people apart and like skinning people and shit, and he's just like, my God, why do I have to deal with these people? It's fucking.
Wait, you talking about Space King?
I don't know if it's Space King or not. It's just when it's like Warhammer 40K Star Wars crossover. It's just a guy that just does little short videos. I'll have to find it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. When you do send it to me, I really I'm
I
interested.
will.
But I also do recommend people go check out Space King. It's an amazing parody of Warhammer, and I think you'd love it.
Hey,
Yeah,
people,
to
what do
think
you mean
that
by
Warhammer-
this?
Specifically, the character of Hate Monger. Hate is good.
Deeple, what do you mean by I feel amazing and expendable, bro? You're not expendable. In my world,
What?
you're the
I'll
opposite.
never be expendable.
Right?
Oh,
You are
Lord of
replenishable.
Hate.
Johnny Quest, dude, yeah, those are good shows too. Oh God, yeah, dude. Actually, that was another good newer show I keep
Johnny
watching.
Quest is pretty good.
Primal.
Yeah, it really was.
Primal
Although
was
that whip
great.
sound effect really hurt the ears a lot and got annoying as hell.
Primal was fucking
Space.
awesome. It was seasons
Yeah.
1 and 2. Apparently, there's a season 3 coming up. I hope it does, but Primal was fucking
Yeah, it's gonna be an
awesome.
anthology series from what I've heard. It's gonna be a new character every episode
You know what?
through
That's
time and space.
fine.
That's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Considering where the story ended off at season 2, if they're leaving that as is and doing anthology as a spinoff, fine. Because where that ended story wise, it felt like a series finale ending. Even though it's not clear whether it was not intended. It sure as fuck felt like it. You know what? I'm good with that, man. I'm very good with that. So let's freaking roll with the anthology series, bro. Let's do it. All right, who said something? I'm sorry.
Oh no, the only I was just gonna tell everybody it was Space Lycan. That's the one that does the Warhead. Go check that one out, Nick. I put it in the private chat. Space Lycan. They do really
Who?
great Star
Wait a
Wars
second.
Warhammer 40k. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
sweet.
absolutely hilarious. It's hilarious. You're even without even knowing anything about Warhammer 40k, you're gonna laugh your butt off. It's really wild. They're just ridiculous. They're absolutely ridiculous, and it's glorious.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
I have put it. I'm putting it on my watch later tab
There
right
you
now
go.
to watch this
That's
shite.
great.
I'm excited. Warhammer,
Oh,
Warhammer. I'm looking for it. I found the channel.
it should
Space
be like the only
Lycan.
vid. Yeah, it should be like the only videos he's got. That's all the stuff he does.
Bob, where's this Warhammer Blue 40k Bluey one?
Oh, that one's not on here. I don't know where
Oh,
that one's
okay.
at. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, so
no,
I
this
just
is
gotta
just the
remember
Star
this
Wars
channel to
Warhammer.
look up. Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
just
right.
that's just Star Wars Warhammer stuff. I don't know about the Bluey one. I need to find that one though. I will find that
All
one
right.
because that would be hilarious.
We got homework to do, man. That's crazy.
We do. I love homework.
We got,
I love
all
homework.
right. We
Oh,
got mad homework
no, the
to
blue.
do. Good.
No, dude, the Bluey one was absolutely flash, kids. There's no joke about that.
Oh,
They
okay.
even
Flash
actually
hits.
got copyrighted for that one, which kind of makes everything canon now, like the Bugs Bunny thing.
That makes them heroes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
If
Deeple.
get copyright claim,
Flash
that makes
Kids
it
is the
canon.
YouTube channel. Okay, good to know. Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
like-
Appreciate
That was
that.
great.
I mean, I don't know if you guys ever watched Meat Canyon, but there was this story where he made this video about Bugs Bunny being a sex offender, and Warner
God.
Brothers copyrighted it. So
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers copyrights everything, so that's fucking. Warner
yeah, but if you
Brothers.
copyright it, it means that it is canon. So Bugs is a
I'm willing
sex
to accept
offender.
that. I'm willing to accept that.
He was
I can't
gonna
really-
give Elmer Fudd his double wide surprise.
No, dude.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's be honest. On current day, how everything works, he is. Remember, he was kissing Elmer Fudge in the lips with thumb
That's
and
true.
everything. Just
Completely and totally lying.
yeah,
to him,
just forcing
dressed up as a
him.
woman.
So,
Yeah,
dude,
that's true.
absolutely correct. The issue is that I don't care. He's a cartoon bunny. He can smooch with
Right.
whoever he wants.
Dude, I really recommend you never go to the internet searching about Bugs Bunny anymore because
no.
the art community has taken the old jokes of dressing as
just-
women way too far.
Long time ago, I modded for 4chan. Trust me,
Oh,
there's
dear God.
nothing.
Dear God, man, go to church.
That's why I took the job with Google. I thought my soul was dead. It was not. It was numb,
Google
but
killed
there's
even
worse
worse.
shit.
Google's worse than modding for 4chan.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
scary
let's be
fucking
honest,
fact
it's
of
not
life.
really
Holy
that-
shit.
That much of a difference, man.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Oh, God damn it. You are cursed, my friend.
I wanted to learn about SEO. I wanted to be better at my job. And what better thing to learn how everything works than working there? And there's a company that just so happens that you can fake your ID and fake everything, and you send them a fake resume and they will take it, hire you, and send you payment. As long as you do your job, they don't fucking care.
That's awesome.
So
That's
I had
fucking
internal
Okay, now I want that
documentation.
job.
Dude, I had internal documentation on how they rated the pages for Google, and I could use that documentation to better the SEO on the pages that I was developing. So it was a win-win. Except when I was doing the job, I was like, oh god, I shouldn't take this shit anymore.
You're a win-win. Nah,
It
you're
was a theoretical
win-win.
win-win. Then reality struck, and reality is a bitch.
You're a reality. Nah. I have no idea what the hell I just said.
Nick's fucked up. Nick's fucked
I'm actually
up.
not.
That's cool.
Actually, I'm actually. I would have admitted.
Did you
know,
take cold
I'm
medicine?
actually.
Did you take allergy medicine too?
Oh God, no! I should never.
Okay, like that would explain it then.
No, that shit's useless for me, man.
Yeah.
Straight up, like all that shit. Like never. Like if it when it, and the few times it works one time, and then I want to use it the second time. It's like, oh fuck you, Nick. It's like, bastard. Come on. I don't like
Right.
you, and then I drop it. I fucking drop it. I don't like that when they do that to me. I deserve better. Give me
Dude.
better, man. Why can't I get a fucking permanent cure to like seasonal allergies?
Yeah,
Why
I
is
know.
that so hard to give a permanent cure? Oh, because you still need me to buy your stupid cough bullshit. Your freaking what's that trash called? Zyrtec. Fuck that shit. Give me some shit that is actually gonna work. Not give me a temporary usage and then not use it for a while and use it again. Give me the damn solution, not your quick fix that is ultimately not a fix. Oh man, bro, this isn't complicated.
Dude. I was
We're
reading
so
the chat.
advanced, yet not. Go ahead, Pablo.
I was reading the chat, and Mars Monkey says, "All right, kids. Today we are learning how to make napalm. Has anyone had any experience experience with explosives? The thing is that, strangely enough, on my high school, yes, I did. I learned how to do nitroglycerin. It was fun.
Yeah, I think that's a
Nobody died.
normal high school requirement, actually.
No, it was not. But the teacher was high that day."
Ah. Oh.
It's
That's
really simple.
good.
You need basically the same supplies that you need to make soap, with an extra acid that sulfuric. I will not mention this night, but
I mean, dude, be surprised the kind of things people can make with just normal day appliances. For Christ's sakes, the recipe for mustard gas is actually
Yeah. Yeah,
surprisingly easy. The King of the
yeah,
joke, the actual recipe they used wasn't real, but the joke was still very accurate.
no, the
How
joke is
easy it
real.
is to
You
make.
can mix basically two disinfectants that are normally used in household. I will not say which ones for safety. Ammonia. But you can make mustard gas really, really easy in your household. The only issue is that you
Yeah.
don't wanna, because that thing stays for months. Don't ask me how I know. Yeah.
What experience do you have with this shit?
Yeah, but I have just one small addition ready just in case some dumbass ever breaks into my house.
It works.
I have a mask ready. He doesn't, so it's gonna be fun.
Ooh. Ooh.
Also got one for the dog,
He's
so I
got a
don't gotta worry
mask
about
for the
him.
gas. Mask
Diggity.
for the gas. Mask for the gas. Bro. That shit's fucking righteous, man. Nah, for real. That shit's fucking righteous. Trying to think if there's anything else we haven't gone over. Bro, I heard, yeah, I saw someone mention at the beginning of the chat. I have a highlight kind of about the FF movie. Guys, they're letting you know several months in advance what trash their shit's gonna be.
Yes.
Any
absolutely.
glimmer of
I
hope
got-
that you may have had, and I didn't even hate the first year.
Did
I
you
didn't
already
love it.
hear what the actor said about his talk with Kevin
Yep.
Feige?
Oh,
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Storm actor, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I did a
I like
full
that
video
kid
over
in
that
Stranger
today that'll
Things.
come out
Yeah,
I like
tomorrow.
him.
Johnny's not going to be a
I
woman.
like. I heard.
Yeah.
I like him
And-
in Stranger Things, but I'm not gonna support that trash in First
Nah.
Steps.
No, hell
don't
no.
care.
No, that
You
thing,
know,
it's
this
gonna
is
be
actually
the
very
only-
detrimental to the guy's
Hold on,
character. I mean, there was a point to his behavior.
Fenrir, I'm going to mute you. Sorry, but comment was going on again, and you. No,
Oh, come on, dude. You know I lived to ruin his moment.
Well, okay, but you got to let the
It
man
is my
finish. It's gonna derail.
Well, and-
That's the shit that
Okay.
derails the shows. All right, go ahead, Common.
What's funny too is because I'm sure a lot of people heard about everything. I've got a full like 20-minute video coming out tomorrow that's gonna break everything down. But like one of the funny part of it is like there's only one person on that entire cast that's done their fucking homework, and it's the guy whose face you will see the least. Because like he's the only bright spot. Like they Entertainment Weekly interviewed all of them talking about their characters, and obviously Sue Storm's gonna be girl boss, and all of that kind of stuff. She's gonna be pregnant in battle. Yay, that's such a wonderful thing. We know they're going to screw up Johnny, but like the guy that's playing the Thing that's playing Ben Grimm is like, he's like I really wanted to harken back to like the original roots of like that Ben Grimm was like an homage to his father and like their Jewish heritage and like growing up on those rough streets. He's like, I can relate to that and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like we had one guy that did his homework and like then the Sue Storm's like, no, I want to have some of Malice in her. Like that's the part I identify with, and we're like, okay, cool, great. So it's literally just more of the exact same Marvel phase bore fucking identity politics bullshit. So yay! All I have to say though is it's going to be a really good month for Superman if all of this ends up being true, and it's not just a bunch of marketing bullshit. Superman's going to do real good in July.
There's only one reason why Sue Storm will do something that is not completely moral, and it's because of Namor's dick. That's it.
I don't know if they're even going to keep that in the movies. I mean, because their Namor's not really that much of a kicker.
Well, we do know he's coming back for Doomsday. So,
but
I didn't
it's
even think
Latino
about that.
Namor. It's not the
same.
same. It's not the same. It's Namor, not Namor. So
It's Namor.
El Nino Sin Amor. I fucking hate that woman so much.
sorry, but Tenoch Huerta is not a hot guy, even for Latinas.
He's not even fit. He's actually pretty fat.
I gonna be real for a moment. There's some guys, especially if you go to the artisanal markets and such, that are obviously full-blown indigenous, but they are ugly as fuck. They are not pretty indigenous. They are ugly fucking ass.
Like, I don't know if it's gay unless you like make eye contact while there's the blowjob. Blowjob's not that gay.
Basically, no. But these guys are crazy ugly, and they get all the American tourists that go to those markets because I don't know how they know how to talk to them until their panties drop. It's not their faces because trust me, guys, ugly as fuck, but they get all the hotties. I don't know why. They don't even speak English. They get all the American girls. So maybe it will work. Maybe it's a bit realistic. It just sucks because Tenoch Huerta is not a good actor.
No, he really isn't. He really is not a good actor. Well,
I just.
we all know how this is going to go.
Exactly how it's gonna go.
That was way more entertaining than anything we'll ever get from the MCU.
Dude,
And way more
wait
straight
till I
than
get the
everything.
Top Gun volleyball clips on here. It's gonna be great. I'm like picking out my
Oh,
moments.
God.
I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. I can't wait to have some. So the Top Gun volleyball clips, it's gonna be great. I've been like looking at new song choices because I wanted to play like an intro for Clobby's comic shop, and I'm like,
Guys,
kinda
I'm sorry, but I'm
torn.
not 100% positive
Hold
about the
on.
whole Superman movie. There's just too much negative coming
Wait
out.
for your Superman movie, Todd. I'm torn between do I want to do this Top Gun song about hanging with the boys because it sounds like a cool song by title to have a song about hanging with the boys. I mean, it's called Playing with the Boys, but there's also the song I like from this band, and the song is called Toxic Man. Oh, what a conflict I have. Which song gets a video treatment for an intro? Toxic Man or Playing with the Boys? Oh. Oh.
So fucking.
Why? Okay, Federer, I need to finish that before you
He had to finish.
splurge again. Yeah, finishing is important.
Always.
I just realized.
God damn it. Yeah, I couldn't even say anything because of that.
Good then. Top Gun Maverick is on my watch list for our first last week. Hey, no, temper your expectations. Hopefully you enjoy it. Expect a homoerotic good time. That's all I can expect out of you. That's my only expectation. It's fun. It's a very fun movie, and I'm gonna do a poll on the YouTube community post in a few days, asking the chat they want that to be a Toxic Tuesday for Memorial Day or for the 4th of July. So I'm gonna see what the chat's gonna decide on that one on the community post. But it should be fun to see what people choose because that could go both ways. Like when you hear that Top Gun theme song, it sounds
Phrasing.
it sounds like the fucking 4th. Yeah, I know you're talking about me. 4th of July. It sounds like the 4th of July, but Maverick did come out theatrically around Memorial Day weekend.
That'd be the way
Why
to
not
go.
have one as an opening and the other as a closer? Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That means
That's true.
now that would mean I probably have to chop down though, Playing with the Boys for sure because that song will hit my channel many times. That's the only issue.
Oh yeah,
So
that's the problem with using any of those songs. They're gonna whack you for that shit.
at least with Toxic Man, I have a shot. Toxic Man, I could. Worst comes worst, they just demonetize, and if that's the case, fine, whatever. You're already gonna demonetize my channel anyway, so if it's like if you're gonna just demonetize it, fine, fuck you. Just do it then, okay? But just keep the stream up for the people, please. Just
Did
keep
they
it
ever
up.
got you, Nick?
I like it when you have it up. What?
Did they ever got you for balls in the wall? Balls to the wall?
Not for that short of a clip. For that short of a clip, they have not in a long time.
Oh, nice.
Because I trimmed it down. Do you have to keep it at like 7 or 8 seconds?
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
like
the
6
only
seconds or
way they
something.
don't.
It's fucking
It's
ridiculous.
bullshit. Because
Yeah,
it's how are you
transformative.
really? Yeah, it's bullshit. But go ahead, Pablo.
Oh no, that was it. I was curious about if they ever got you for that clip.
They used to when I had around like 10 or 11 seconds, but then after that, I saw that okay, maybe I'll trim it down. And I've not gotten hit since. You know what? Good. I don't deserve to get hit. All I'm doing is playing some Accept Nuclear Blast records. Why do you do this to me? I'm playing a band on your label's songs, bro. I'm not claiming ownership of it. And then that is the AI that checks this. The AI is bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, like, fuckeroni. No. And anyone who knows me knows, like, hey, that's my AC/DC. That's my AC/DC Accept. Straight. I like AC/DC, but if there can only be one, I'm gonna choose Accept. I said what I said. And that's why people go. That's why we do the second half of Toxic Tuesday exclusively on Rumble. That is exactly why. I wish I could get to a point where the show is exclusively on Rumble. Period. But the problem is, there's still quite a few people who don't want to go on Rumble, and I am keeping them in mind and being mindful, and keeping that first hour and 20 for them on YouTube. So I try to
Yeah,
like
that's-
stay respectful for it because there are some people who just don't let go of YouTube, and I'm not gonna knock on them for it, but I'll keep it the platform there to say, okay, hey, you only want to watch on YouTube. I get it. You're set on what you like. I got you. I got you covered.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead,
have to do
Tommy.
our
Sound
we
like
have to
you're
do
gonna
our
say
Thursday.
something.
Yeah, we have to do our Doctor Who show and our Daredevil Born Again. Well, the Is It Good review, which is a watch party and review, because we watch the episodes, we pause them, we it's transformative. We pause them, review them, we talk about them, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, because of the bots and stuff like that on YouTube, it's not feasible if you actually want to play the show and let anybody like watch it or see more than just like pauses, and even the pauses can just get you in trouble sometimes. So it's like it's one of those things that's one of the reasons I really like having Rumble there as an outlet, because that's what we do, and we have plenty of people come over. We tell everybody that, and we leave the first 45 to an hour of the video up over on YouTube, and just to pipeline more people over. We'll give our review and we'll give you our thoughts on all of that kind of stuff. And then, hey, if you want to keep watching the whole show with us, jump over to Rumble. So, because we're actually going to watch the whole thing so we can enjoy it and laugh our asses off. Dude, we watched what was it? Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen. Holy God, I'd never seen that before. I hadn't laughed that hard in a long time. God, that movie was so funny and very toxic. Very toxic. Yeah.
Toxic is good.
Right? Toxic
Yes.
is good.
Toxic
All right,
is very
chat. It's that time. We're going to get the hell out of here, but I want to thank you for supporting us on YouTube and Rumble. I appreciate your engagement. Thank you again, Blade Nick, for the $20 super chat. That is freaking amazing, sir. You are a generous gentleman and a scholar, sir.
It's like winning. I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go.
That's what you
Totally
inspire
sure.
on me, Blade Nick. So thank you for that, chat. Seriously, you guys are awesome. Your time is irreplaceable, straight up irreplaceable. We'll be here next week. I'll be reporting from Vegas. We'll probably have like an hour episode. It'll be a shorty. But next Tuesday, instead of Toxic Tuesday, me and Marty of the Sea in a few hours will be talking about the season finale of Daredevil Born Again. So Toxic Tuesday can have a skip week to accommodate for Vegas. And after Vegas, Toxic Tuesday, we'll be back to talk Rush Hour. And let's see here. Oh, I know it is. And let's see. Obviously,
one
the
or
tier
two
list
or
on
three.
Sunday. The tier list Sunday night with Tom from Midnight's Edge. And I'll be on Midnight's Edge After Dark as well, Tuesday, Thursday. And I'll be also on Sumo Orange's channel Sunday afternoon. That's what's coming out my way. I'll let these gentlemen plug their plugs on the way out. We'll start off with Pablo. Pablo, plug your plug.
Hey, more videos coming to Minas Edge. There's actually one that I think Tom will be working. If not, I will be working on Sunday. But there's more videos coming. Also, we are doing the show with my best friend on Minas Edge Español, where we basically go on tangents about absolutely random shit. Last week, or this week rather, was the anime episode, where we talk about anime. Trust me, it's just a couple of guys that grew watching anime talking about anime is good fun. Also, yeah, maybe the animes that they had for children in Ecuador were not appropriate for children, like Ranma and a half. That was for the 5-year-old bracket, by the way. I'm not joking. I was watching that. So yeah, we have a lot of that kind of stuff yet to tell, but 12 episodes in, we are enjoying ourselves. So please, if you talk Spanish and you want to hang out, you're welcome to be there, and we actually will really like to have you. That's it, guys. As always, it was a blast. I have enjoyed myself a lot. Thank you very much. And I
Thank
think
you,
Nick,
sir.
hey, I thought Nick was away.
Nick's
No.
never truly away.
No, I'm not. I'm never, ever, ever truly away.
He's always
No.
watching.
That's right.
Always.
Check out clips of Lemmy playing with Jules Holland on his show. Saw you did a Lemmy stream a while back. I will remember that because me and 70s already talked about doing a 10-year anniversary Lemmy stream. So I will remember that. Read by Nature. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jonathan Carroll. I see your comment as well. Thank you, guys. Comment. Plug your plug.
Yes, come check out my new YouTube channel. We're almost to 1,800 subscribers. Come follow me over on Rumble. We're like less than 3 away from 1,200 over there. I am a blue-collar working YouTuber, streamer, news guy, all of that kind of fun, commentator, all of that kind of fun stuff. I dropped 3 videos a day. Go check out the one about the Power Ranger stuff because that's probably going to get the least amount of love, and that was the actor that played the Black Ranger pushing back against a media spin article that got picked up by a bunch of the Hollywood trade magazines going, it was racist to cast a black man as the Black Ranger, and he's basically like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, and he basically told them all to shut the fuck up. So go check that out. It's really good. I will be live tomorrow night with Sunker Maiden. We're doing our Doctor Who streams on Saturday night for the next few weeks because of a werewolf game that she's playing right now. So we'll be doing Doctor Who tomorrow around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come join us for that. That'll be a really good time. And because it's Saturday night instead of Sunday night, you can come get Sunker as drunk as you want. So that should be very, very entertaining. Sunday night, we'll be doing video games to make up for not doing a Doctor Who stream since we normally do video games on Saturday nights. 2 p.m. Bible study on Sundays as well, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. For the morning prep and all of your pop culture nerd and gaming news that I cover for about 4 hours every day. And then Thursday nights, Is It Good, which will be our Daredevil Born Again season finale. Episode 9 is next week, so Sunker is my co-host for that as well. And then Doctor Who, Mr. Grant Gregory shows up for that one whenever he can. But yeah, Sunker will be my my co-host for that one on Thursday night as well. So come check that out. It's a good time. We laugh, we cry, we roast things, and we're generally relatively intoxicated by the end of the show. So that's always a good time. So come hang out. Thank you, Nick, for having me. Always good to hang out with the boys on Friday night talking just a bunch of nerd bullshit. It's a good, refreshing break after a long week. So
I know, right?
Are you happy you're hanging with the boys, or are you happy that you're playing with the boys?
yes.
Well, I gotta go call the police.
And see, normally it's everybody calling the police on Fenrir, not the other way around.
Oh, piss off. I'm more of a law-abiding citizen than you.
All right, Fender, plug your plug. We gotta get the hell out of here.
All right, unlike these gentlemen, so I'm going to make it short and quick. You all know who I am. I'm Fenrir the Ice Wolf. Go follow me on Twitter,
like his sex
YouTube, whatever
life.
the hell. You can follow me on YouTube, but let's be honest, I'm not going to do anything. I'm pretty much more lazier than anyone else on this planet. But I am working on stuff, and I will have stuff out someday. Just sit your ass down, be patient. Matter of fact, I'm very glad to hear that my Dyson project is being enjoyed by someone. Nick, I really hope you manage to get your hands on it someday. And comment if you ever want to get in on that and give me your thoughts on it. I've already sent you the link about 3 weeks ago, and you never answered back.
Whoops.
Douche.
I got 6 kids, man. I work 65 hours a week, and I got 6 kids.
And he's making
so
a
much spare
7.
time.
For Christ's sakes, learn.
Knife doesn't
Just
want
put a sock in it, man.
No, wife doesn't like having 2 of them in the diapers at the same time.
Dude,
so
he's
we gotta wait
working on
number
the
7.
7. He doesn't have time.
For Christ's sakes, man, learn to miss. But seriously, just keep your eyes open. These previews of things Dyson that I put out are just previews. Sooner or later, I'm already working on the other 2 chapters that are going to finish the whole freaking book. So yeah, just keep your eyes open. Don't be a douche. And of course, when you have to do something and you are questioning yourself about its morality, just think what Common Nerd would do and do the absolute opposite. But yeah, that's basically it.
Cool, dude.
All right.
Well, thank you, man. Chat, once again, have a great night. Have a magical weekend. I'll see some of you Sunday night. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Have a
piss
great
off, Common.
weekend.
I smell horse shit. It's horrible, but I can smell it.
Smell that shit, baby!
That clip
I fucking
cracked me
hate
up
that
every
fucking
time.
clip. Jesus. That's